laser focused for the Florida Panthers. Numbered to 599, and it is first on print. They don't call me the bookend king for nothing, my dear friends. Holy crapola. I think that is our biggest bookend that we have ever had. Hell yeah. Shout out to Bobby Viles and the UVWYNZ spot, Zoe Stark. Numbered to 175. Congratulations, Bobby Viles. Beautiful. Oh, my Lanta. Big Ben Hess, Durangelo Seath J, and Trey Savage on the triple auto. Folks, my PC's autograph twice in one show. I know, brother. I know it. And that is 7 out of 8 on that Baseball Nation. Goodness gracious. Holy guacamole. I know, Daddy. I know it. For myself, though. Thank you so much, Thomas. I appreciate the positivity, my friends. How about Bobby Witt Jr.?
Oh, my God.
Oh. Wow. How about a Bobby Witt Jr. autograph in that pack number 4? Gotta love those pack number 4s. Am I right? Or am I right? Congratulations, Mr. Behrman. You win this morning, my good man. Damn! Bobby Witt Jr. on a 1990 throwback autograph. Oh my gosh, that's sick. Thank you so much, Freebird. You're absolutely right, my friend. Woo! Top loading that one up for you, Mr. Behrman, Senior. Goodness gracious, my brother. Juan Soto. Wow. Chris Krowiak, numbered to 5. Damn.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
Bro, you win this morning, good sir. Holy crapola. 3rd on print to 5. Magnificent. I told you that was a good omen, my dear friends. First card on the stand. Congratulations, Mr. Chris Krowiak. That is correct. 3rd on print to 5, my brother. Wow. Pros. Oh! Wow. Joey Krug.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
Bro. Jackson Merrill rookie autograph. Damn! Mr. Malinowski hit the fireworks, my dude. Perfect timing on those. Cannot thank you enough, you legend. Thank you, Tavian. I am not kidding you, my man. That is amazing. And it's numbered 42 out of 75 there for you, Joey. And Miss Melody, I think you spoke that into existence. Thank you, Jared from the island of Flores. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Ruthie. Thank you, Dutchie. Thank you, James Reinhart. Thank you, Mr. Peacharelli. Thank you, Mikey One. Thank you, Corey Bader. Thank you, Jonesy. And thank you, Chef James Reinhart. Trey Johnson. And wow. I am astonished that is a 1 of 1, folks. Holy crapola.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
There you go, you absolute legends. We start off the evening with a super fractor 1 of 1. Trey Johnson, rookie for the Washington Wizards? I believe so. And if that is the Wizards, my dear friends, that goes to Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Beautiful. Would you just look at it? My dear friends, our very first basketball 1 of 1. Oh, my dear friends, look at what's coming next. Oh, I'm going to freak out. Kalen Culpepper to 15. And ladies and gentlemen,
oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
My PC, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my Lanta. Folks, you just witnessed the very first Gerangelo Seath J autograph that I have pulled for myself. Hell yeah. Oh, I am so stoked. That's right, Mikey 1. Would you just look at it, my friends? And folks, it is the 1991 Pinnacle design as well. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Sorry, folks, I freaked out. And it's first on print to 49. Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry, folks, but I'm so glad that you're here to witness this. I know, Onward, I know. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Mr. Alan White with a nuke. Bro, this kid's base cards are selling for $50. This is an on-card first Bowman autograph to $150. Huge. Goodness gracious. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts, Alan White. Brother, this needs to go right into the pre-grade pile and possibly right into the grading pile. That is magnificent. Congratulations, Alan White. You win, brother. Wow. Damn. See? All right, let's see what we have here, folks. It is indeed a color blast. And it is all rise, Mr. Aaron Judge for the New York Yankees. Holy crapola. Wow. Mr. Kobaugh, you win today, my brother.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Congratulations, Mikey Kobaugh. Goodness gracious, brother. That one might want to go into the pre-grade pile immediately. Or the grading pile.
All right. What is it?
So, a little bit of an inside joke, my dear friends. That's the only cow milker you're going to see on a card.
It's like my favorite card. I think it's hilarious.
Oh, shout out to Rex Hudler.
Oh, I love it.
Well,
How often do you find that?
yeah, not often. That's a one of one there, folks. The image, anyway.
It's real.
That is real. That's right, Mr. Holgan. Yep. Thank you, Keithy.
He must be a farm boy.
Must be.
He has to be a farm boy.
The cow milker, Mr. Rex Hudler. And there it is, folks. Numbered to 75, Gunnar Henderson.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Very, very nice autograph there, my brother. You win this morning, Alan White. Gunnar Henderson is no slouch. That is 67 out of 75 on the rookie auto. Excellent. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Congratulations, Mr. Peacher. Really, you win this morning, my brother. Ken Griffey Jr., numbered to 25. Third on print to 25, my brother. That is incredible. Congratulations, Mr. Peacher. Really. Oh, that is sick. So tough. Oh, hell yeah. The hits just keep coming, my dear friends, and you gotta love those pack number 4s, eh? How about your number 1 draft pick to 99, going to Dr. A. Ron?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
And I believe that is going to be numbered to 99 on the Red Power. 39 out of 99. There you go, Doc. Congratulations, my good man. I am peanut butter and jealous. You are so welcome, Rob Richardson. That's right, brother. Merrill and Bazana in the same break. Woo! That is outstanding. Here you go, my love.
Not a single Ken Griffey card yet.
I got nothing either.
We should have bought our packs from Junk Wax Vintage.
Yeah, Dalen would have taken care of us.
Let's jump out of this tree. Off to Junk Wax Vintage.
It's Wonderful Wednesday, the legends roll in. We're chasing those hits, let the morning begin. Mrs. Junk Wax is packing with skill and speed. Sawyer's in the mix, helping fill every need. On junkwaxvintage.com you'll find the best fresh sealed wax, brake spots and the rest. And if you're looking to grow your hobby know-how, the JWB blog has all the tips right now. From battle arena breaks to baseball and more, we've got the hits you've been waiting for. So pour that coffee, the vibe's feeling bright. It's Wonderful Wednesday, let's start the day right.
Well, top of the morning to you, my dear friends. Happy Wednesday morning. How we doing, legends? What's up there, J-Rod, my second favorite J-Rod? Good to see you this morning, my brother. Good to see you, Mr. Esposito. What's up to my awesome Arizonan? Good to see you, brother. Mr. Straight Jazz, what's up, dude? Always nice to see you on this wonderful Wednesday. My buddy, my brother from another mother, Mr. Jeff Rotel. What's up, legend? Good to see our Saint Lunatic in the house this morning. I love it so much. Thank you, Jeffro, for those beautiful, beautiful emotes. Good, sir. Rocking my face off this morning. How we doing over here, legends? Speaking of my TikTokers, what's up? Good to see Mr. 308-219-222-8896. Ooh, easy. Good morning, legend. How we doing there, Keithy? Mr. Roskadal, gracing us with his presence this morning. Damn good to see you, my dude. Mr. Rockwell, welcome back. Always rocking. Well, good to see you this morning, my good people. How we doing? How's our happy hump day going thus far? The Electric Boogaloo, good morning. Mr. TTG Jerry, good morning, my brother. How are we? It is amazing to see you, my dear friends. It is amazing to be seen. It is an absolutely wonderful Wednesday right here in Austin, Texas. I missed you for the last few hours, but I'm damn happy to be here with you this morning. What's up there, Colt Simmons? Top of the Wednesday morning to you, good sir. Sal, thank you for smacking that follow button. Or Cy, excuse me. Welcome to the family there, Cy. Shout out to Raphael and the Ninja Turtles. All right, J-Rod says, I will be back fixing, I got some ads. Happens to the best of us, my good man. I appreciate you bearing with us there, J-Rod. Just a heads up, my dear friends, so you know, I have never once tried to make money off of ads over here on Twitch, just so you know. To be very transparent, I have those ads turned all the way down, or at least as down as we can get them. Thank you for bearing with me for just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. There we go. All right, so we have another absolutely juicy, wonderful Wednesday morning ahead of us, my dear friends. As always, you are more than welcome to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. There's a whole bunch of brand new stuff up there. Good morning, Miss Valerie. Valerie! Valerie! It is early in the morning, my dear friends. Good to see you, Val Pal. Thank you so much, J-Rod. I appreciate your understanding there, my good man. So much. Thank you. All right, my dear friends. Excuse me. Let's bust into that spicy water. Aw, thank you, Mr. Mesa. I appreciate that, David Table. Good morning to the average card dude. Good to see you. And Louis Daniel over here on TikTok. And Cy. Oh, you're named after Raphael? Oh, that's amazing. You're in the right place this morning, my brother. Nice to see you, Cy. Welcome to the family, my friend. And Louis Daniel says, good afternoon, sir. Have you ever been to that zoo in Texas where you can pay to be a zookeeper? I cannot say I have, my friend, but that sounds amazing. I love it. Good to see you this morning, Louis Daniel. Mr. Peaks, my brother from down under, temporarily, for another 3 weeks or so. Damn good to see you this morning, my brother, and thank you so much for those beautiful hearts, you and O-Easy both. Mr. Johnny Walls, good morning, my good man. Excellent to see you on this happy hump morning. What's up, Big Big Worm? Slowly but surely, my dear friends, we are getting the whole family in here. What's up there, Jeff Sack? Great to see you this morning, my man. Long time no see. How are you there, Jeff? Big hugs and firm handshakes all around, gentlemen and ladies. All right, so We're going to bust into our spicy water. We're going to bust into that very first pack of juicy junk wax. And then we're going to refresh junkwaxvintage.com for the very first time on this happy hump morning. So you are more than welcome to go check that out if you want. Excuse me. Erich, Mr. Turnbaugh says, you saw that TikTok today? I reposted it. $500 to go feed all animals. Wow. That is pretty cool. We'll have to think about that. Good morning, Mr. Peaks. It is wonderful to see you, Maddie. Looks like you changed your profile picture there, legend. Mr. Slippy, what's up, dude? He says, and Kalans, welcome back, my man, one of the newest members of the family. Great to see you this morning. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you as well. Mr. Slippy says you should do a break in front of the Bat Cave in Austin. How cool would that be? I'm right there with you, my man. How neat. So we've actually gone down to see those bats a couple of times. We've missed them both times. Not easy to catch the bats, gosh dang it. All right, legends, let's get some music happening, shall we? Oh, by the way, folks, I am so sorry. Early in the morning. I have some challenging news, kind of a bummer. So we got a letter from eBay Live yesterday. Apparently, they have caught on to copyrighted music. Boo. I am so bummed. So now we're going to have to play the same music that we play on this show every day because it's not copyrighted. So thank you for bearing with me on that one, my dear friends. I know, Mr. Smashburger. I know. Super bummer. Thank you, Dennis. I know, buddy. I know. It's a bummer. Dean Chance says that's whack. I agree, sir. Wholeheartedly. Super whack. Hello, nurse. Good morning, Tony. How you doing there, my good man? Our cool Cosenza in the family. Alrighty. And Jeffro, thank you so much for dropping those extremely helpful links in the chat. Love you, brother. So we do have 4 breaks up there at junkwaxvintage.com. Yikes. I am a little froggy in the throat this morning, folks. I got to bust into this spicy water. So we do have 4 breaks up there at junkwaxvintage.com. We have a 7 hobby box baseball mixer that has 13 teams left. I totally agree, Dennis. There you go, sir. We have 2025 Bowman Chrome Baseball, 2 mega boxes. That one's just $12 a spot. Good morning, Dallas. Great to see you, my man. I believe that is a second Dallas in the family. Mr. Edwards, good morning, my man. Good to see you. Diana Hernandez, buenos dias. Sippy says that Cedar Fever is running wild. Yeah, I agree. El Jefecito, bienvenidos. Este mañana. Good morning, Invader Zim. Top of the morning to you, my good man. I love the positivity. Thank you, Tony. I am fired up and ready to rip into some packs this morning, my brother. We're going to make it a happy hump day, and I'm very grateful that each and every one of you are here. Good to see you this morning, my friends. Alrighty, let's get some music happening, shall we? Excuse me. There we go. All right. I love the warm welcome. Thank you, J-Rod. Invader Zim, how are we doing, Alex? How is our car salesman in the family doing this morning? Hope you are doing very, very well, sir. Hope you have sold a lot of cars this month. Excuse me. Erich says, give us that copyrighted stuff, right? Gosh, I wish I could, my man. That would be amazing. Harvey, thank you for smacking the follow button, brother, and welcome to the crew. Excellent to have you. As always, my dear friends, I know we do have a couple of new people in the house this morning. If it is your very first time tuning into these luscious locks, hi, my name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage, and you can find me here almost every single morning, starting and then ending your days the right way with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a couple laughs. Typically at my expense. And that's exactly how we want it, my dear friends. So if you are new here this morning, keep in mind that we are live on 5 separate simultaneous platforms right meow. So if you want to come over here and join us on Twitch or YouTube or Kick or Facebook, you have some options. And if you want to participate this morning, it is absolutely easy. All you have to do is head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. That is where you find everything having to do with this channel. Good morning, Miss Whitney. How is my favorite zebra this morning? Shout out to Zebra's Cards and that mustard. Alrighty, Mr. Wiley says, just bought a bundle of stuff from you, Dalen. Really? Well, thank you so much, Mr. Wiley. I appreciate that, Thomas. Lucy, Chill. Thank you. Gotta love her. Good morning, Mikey Koba. Ooh, Invader Zim, you got the day off today. That's awesome. Hope you have a wonderful day off, my man. Do you have anything special planned? There you go, Invader Zim. Gotta love some Lucy. Beautiful. DK, what's up, my man? Great to see you on this wonderful Wednesday. Aw, brother, that is very, very kind of you to say, DK. I appreciate the kind words, my man. I think the same thing about you there, brother. All right, legends, let's bust into that very first pack of Juicy Junk Wax. And we're going to head on back to 1990, see if we can't find an Emmitt Smith rookie. Let's go. Maybe a Michael Irvin. Maybe a Warren Moon. Bobby Buckner, good morning, my man. Thank you for smacking that follow button. Welcome to the familia. Matt, same thing to you, my friend. It's a man, baby. Charles Mann for the Redskins. Promo. How about Mr. Wolfley for our awesome Arizonan? Shout out to Mr. Esposito. And Mr. Legacy, Dennis, has a question. He says, do you have a certain time of day that you post the bigger multi-box breaks? Yes. So anytime we have a PYT break, it will almost always post at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on any given day. Absolutely, my brother. Thank you for asking, Dennis. Good question. Old Gerald Williams. Mr. Tomas Wiley says, I bought a bunch of packs and a break spot in the 7-box baseball. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, Mr. Wiley. Mrs. Junkwax is getting you locked in as we speak. Old James Thornton for the Bears. Lee Williams. Mr. Esposito, I have got you covered, brother. No charge. That one's just going to go in your pile, my friend. How about that? That was like the original way that we started card calling back in the beginning infancy of this channel. It was special cards to individuals kind of like that one there, Greg. So it is my pleasure, buddy. Thank you. Mrs. Junkwax. Thank you, my love. Shout out to the best CEO, this side of the Pecos. Good morning, Josh Fish. Good morning, DJP. We're down to 4 teams left in the 2024 football. Really? Would love to bust that one this morning. Threaten me with a good time. Good morning to my Canadian cousin. What's up there, Garage Goose? Good to see you this morning. It's Danny. Good morning, Senor Rendon, my Colorado cousin. Miss Stella. What's up there, Stella? Long time no see, young lady. Excellent to see you this morning. Happy Wednesday. All right, we start off with a Sandiogan, Mr. Lee Williams. Back to these anyway. Matt, he says, hope you're doing good, mate. Tuning in from Australia, from down under. We have 2 Australian Matts this morning. Shout out to Matt King. There you go. I love it. Thank you for the warm welcome there, Mr. Peaks, your fellow Aussie. He might be permanent, though. Oh, Fred Smurless, looking smurly with that luscious lip curtain. For the 40 Whiners. Old Jay Schroeder, Johnny Rambert, Jeff Herod, Dennis McKinnon for dem boys. Good morning, Mr. Diaz. Great to see you. Krish. CB19, top of the morning to you, my man. Shout out to CB4. Old Cedric Mack. Andre Collins for the Redskins. For the 40 Whiners. Little photo contest. The Raiders stay in LA with old Al Davis. And last but not least, how about the legend, the man, the myth, the Montaigne, Super Bowl MVP, the GOAT before there was a gentleman named Tom Brady, in my humble opinion. It is awesome to see you this morning, Stella. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. Mikey Koba says, I need an $84 off coupon and then I can snag the Red Sox in the break. I love it so much, my man. Thank you. All right, legends. What were you saying, Mrs. Junkwax? Yeah, I saw that too. I don't think that was clickbait. I think that was real. So Mrs. Junkwax is commenting, we saw an article yesterday about Tom Brady cloning his dog. Fun. Mr. Ray Wells, top of the morning to you, my man. There you go, Mrs. Junkwax. How are you, Ray Ray? And I saw you hitting that shop this morning, you legend. Thank you, Ray Wells. All right, folks, we busted into that spicy Walter. We busted into that first pack of juicy Junkwax. There's one thing left to do, my friends, and it's to refresh junkwaxvintage.com for the first time on this wonderful Wednesday. You do the same there, Mr. Diaz. Thank you so much for the positivity, my brother. It is always nice to see you. Okie dokie, pokies. Refreshing for the first time on this happy hump morning. And shout out to Mr. Baxter. DJP, Thomas Wiley, Kirk Woa, Ray Wells, and Dennis, and Mr. Matt King. Thank you, Mr. Peaks. I see all of you hitting that shop this morning, and I cannot thank you enough. Right, Erich? Right? I'm with you. But hey, I guess if you have bajillion dollars and you can do that, who knows? You know, if we had millions of dollars and we could clone Lucy, I can't say I wouldn't try. But that's just me. Disco Dane, welcome back, my man. Long time no see. Mr. Diaz almost single-handedly just took down our corn gift goal. Thank you so much, Mr. Diaz. I appreciate you, my brother. Beautiful. So, Legends, that escalated quickly. I'm going to go ahead and set up one more. We're only going to reset it once this morning. Okay? I'm feeling extra corny, so we're going to stick with the corn. There you go. Beautiful. As I have said before many, many times, my dear friends, I am absolutely convinced that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby right here in the JWVCC. And that has everything to do with you, not a whole lot to do with me. And again, my dear friends, I literally would not be here doing this without the TikTok gifts and without the hype trains that we have over here on Twitch. So from the bottom of our hearts, myself and Mrs. Junkwax, thank you so damn much. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate that, Baxter. Yeah, Mrs. Junkwax just said if we had that kind of money, she would probably be the type of person that would clone Lucy. I'm with you. Right? Yeah, if she passed away, we would not be able to go on. We love our pooch. I saw that, Jeffro. I did see that. And that's absolutely right, Tony. Yep. I think you're talking about Dolly, the famous cloned goat or lamb or something, or sheep. There you go, Mikey Koba. Sheep, Dolly. Indeed. Get out of my head. There you go. That's right, Mr. Peaks. Beautiful. Ricky King, good morning, my man. He says, absolutely, and it has everything to do with you. You're the best. Love watching your lives. Mr. Ricky King. That is unbelievably kind of you to say. Thank you, legend. Making my morning over here, brother. Thank you so damn much. Flattery will get you everywhere. I'm just kidding, Ricky. Kinda. All right, legends. So we do have some brand new break spots up there. It looks like we might have a full football break. Nope, we're down to 2 spots left. I apologize. Down to 2 spots left in that football break. Then we will bust that bad boy. We're down to 12 teams remaining in that big boy break. The 7 hobby boxes with 25 autographs. Good morning, Ryan Fife. Excellent to see you, my good man. I am right there with you, Mikey Koba. Per usual. That's right, Mrs. Junkwax. Mrs. Zebra, good morning, Whitney. Excellent to see you over here on Twitch. Shout out to my favorite zebras. Hope you're having a wonderful morning there with the boys. Mr. Foge has a question. He says, how do I get into the breaks? I appreciate you asking, my friend. All you have to do is head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. Everything can be found there, my brother. Thank you for asking, Foge. And oh my Lanta, Mr. Diaz, for the second time this morning, annihilated that gift goal. Chris, I cannot thank you enough, my good man. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Starting the morning the right way, my brother. We're going to leave that gift goal down because you were so kind to take it down twice. Thank you so much, Chris. Sincerely appreciate you, pal. All right, legends. And good morning, Danny Rendon, Domo Arigato, Signor Roboto. I love the robot bits. Thank you, good sir. Thank you for the positivity there, Ryan Fife. I agree, Greg Esposito. True story. All right. Do we have a family pharmacist in the house, Mr. Rob Richardson, by chance? We have some leftover rips from last night. If we do not have a family pharmacist in the house, we are moving on to Mr. Ray Wells. Oh, wrong Chris. Mr. O'Boyle. I sincerely apologize, my brother. We have a few Chris's in the family, and Mr. Diaz has almost the exact same picture. It's super red like yours. So I apologize there, Mr. Boyle. Thank you, brother. Now I know. Dallas, good morning, my good man. Excellent to see our favorite golden pony boy this morning. All right, we do not have a Rob Richardson. So we are moving on to Mr. Ray Wells. Mr. Koba, how did you know? I don't blame you, sweetheart. Mrs. Junkwax says she can't handle 2 of us. I agree. Only room enough for one Dalen. Dallas, good morning, brother. Excellent to see the California kid this morning. How are you, my good man? And Mr. O'Boyle, cannot thank you enough, brother. Helping to keep this thing on the rails, one beautiful corn cob at a time. All right, Ray Wells, let's start the morning the right way, my brother, with some 1991 Fleer basketball. See if we can't find you some provisions. And then we're going to move on to some Donruss football and some NBA hoops basketball. Mrs. Zebra says, I know the feeling, Mrs. Junkwax. You've got one of those too. You know how it is, Mrs. Zebra. Shout out to Ben. And shout out to the card wives. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, we're going to rip both these down for you, Ray Ray. Mr. Linusson, the Swedish chef. Good morning, brother. Slowly but surely, my dear friends, we are getting the entire fam family up in here. And we are almost up to 10,000 likes this morning over here on TikTok. Thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. How about the original bad boy of basketball, Mr. Bill Lambier for Detroit. Jay Humphreys for Milwaukee. Buck Williams on the league leaders for our Portland Trailblazers. And Pippen, since been Pippen, co-starring. Old Scottie Pippen. Vernell Coles. Mr. Peaks says, shout out to the best Cy Young Award winner, working hard in the background, Mrs. Junkwax. I am right there with you, Mr. King. Thank you, Mr. Peaks. You big sweetie. Old Kenny Smith. Big Sam Bowie. The round mound to rebound, Mr. Charles Barkley. That is not terrible, man. Terrible. Tommy Tolbert, little double T. And we're not talking about Trevor Taylor, my fellow Austinite. Mr. Randy White. Ron Hampa. 1991 All-Star Game with a couple of stepdads. You got Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale. Fun. Upside Yadome. Thank you for smacking that follow button. Welcome to the family over here on Twitch, my friend. Scotty Too Hottie Skiles. Master of the side spike and receding hairline. Old Mark Price. Reggie Miller, another legend for our awesome Indianans. Daddy Twins, thank you for smacking that follow button, and I appreciate you beating the screen like it called your mother something derogatory. Wes Unseld. Alvin Robertson. Cliff Livingston. Jackson. Sans Menendez brothers. Jerry Sloan. Professor X, former Seattle Supersonic, Xavier McDaniel, Reggie Williams, Glenn Rice, Mikey Schuler, Rick Edelman, couple of classy coaches, the man, the myth, the flat top, old Chris Mullen, shout out to the Dream Team, the round mound to rebound, so nice, Ray Wells got him twice, Mr. Charles Barkley, I should say Sir Charles Barkley, the big man, Mr. Patrick Ewing, for the Knickerbockers, and old Tim Hardaway. That is a second-year Hardaway, if my memory serves me correctly. Nice. Couple of packs there, Ray Wells. I am sorry we could not find you a Provision or a Michael Jordan in there, gosh dang it. But you got some sweet cards nonetheless, my friend. We're going to end with this Donruss football, see if we can't find you downtown this morning. So let's get into some NBA hoops basketball. As always, my dear friends, if you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and snag something down for yourself, you are absolutely invited to do so. There's a cornucopia of cool stuff up there. Ask Mrs. Junkwax. She loaded hundreds of items yesterday. All right, we start off with old Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Miller, Cole Anthony for Orlando. Shout out to our fabulous Floridians. The Beard, Mr. James Harden, Max Struss, Jeremy Grant, Jose Avocado, Andrew Nembert. How about Dalton Knecht? The name's Dalton. Knecht on the parallel rookie for the Lakers. A.J. Johnson. Draymond Green with his unusually white teeth. Bobby Clintman. Jalen Dalen Williams for OKC. Shout out to Grandpa Brucey. Bub Carrington. Donovan Clingan, always looking a little clingy for our Rip City pals. Stephon Castle for right down the road in San Antonio. Cam Reddish. Jacob Podol. One half of the brothers Thompson. Tyrese Maxey. Mitchell and the Swiss family. Robinson. Ooh, somebody snagged those last two spots in the football break. It is sold out, my friends. It looks like we might be busting into that one next. Nikola Jokic. Paolo Banchero. Mr. Pew Pew himself, John Morant. Adam, thank you for smacking that follow button, my man. Ah, DJP, I know how that goes, brother. We have a Bogdanovich. Oh. Skyview foil Victor Wembanyama. Not too shabby there, Ray Wells. Sleeving that one up for you, pal. Tari Eason on the parallel. Kyle Filipowski. Yes, he did, my love. There's the base Skyview Luka. And last but not least, little Rainbow Domantas Sabonis. Another Gonzaga Bulldog. Gonzaga Gonzaga. Sleeving that one up for you, buddy. And then when you find a foil Victor Wembanyama, you sleeve that one up too. Actually going to top load that one for you also, brother. Just to be on the safe side. Beautiful card there, buddy. Always happy to find some Wemby on a Wednesday morning. Absolutely right, Jeffro. Thank you, brother. Wednesdays are for Wemby, says Mrs. Junkwax. You are not wrong, babe. First card on the stand of the day there, Ray Wells.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, buddy. Good luck. Mr. O'Doyle, thank you, brother. Wemby, yeah. Right? Yeah. Oh, Micah Parsons for dem boys. Jair Alexander. Patty Mahomes. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Alan White, who got a sweet little PSA 10 Mahomes last night. Favre from Minnesota. Devontae Smith. George Pickens. Ayuk. Keyshawn Johnson, little KJ. Kurt Warner, legend running back for my Seattle Sea Chickens. Amari DeMarcado. Kyle Pitts. Isaiah is likely to play for the Dirty Birdie Ravens. Khalil. Two-pack. Shaker. Shout out to Melody and the Buffalo Bills. Jeff Balake. Shout out to Jay Quellen. How about a little morning Chubb? Nick Chubb. Jalen Dalen Johnson for the Bears on the press proof. Mr. Matthew Stafford on the Dominators. How about another Dalton? Kincaid. Shout out to Melody and the Bills. Tyreek Hill. Edgerrin Cooper. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Brendan Rice. Malik Hadley Ho, their neighbors. Shout out to Miss Melody's PC. I think this pack thought it was going to Melody. Tanner McLaughlin. Mikey Evans for the Bucks. Johnny Mingo. Tank Dell. Quentin Nelson. Christian Captain Kirk. To the max. Crosby. And Rashawn Slater. Last but not least for San Diego. That's right, Erich. Good catch there, brother. Good morning to the Todd Father. How are you, Mr. O'Hara? And our buddy Cody over here on TikTok says, Dalen, I had submitted an Ashton Jonty rookie auto to 35 and it got a PSA 10. That's awesome, Cody. High five, my man. Beautiful. Hang on to that one. I know there's a lot of high hopes for that young man. All right, Ray Wells. That is an absolutely magnificent way to start our happy hump morning, my brother, and I cannot thank you enough. Mr. Jeff Sack says, I love all the Dalen cards in the corner. So cool. I could not agree more, Jeff. Thank you, my friend. I love those little custom cards. So, folks, if you have not ever made the switch from TikTok to Twitch or YouTube or Facebook or Kick, you have options. And when you watch that side of the show, there are some custom cards that are in the bottom left corner. That is what he is referring to. They're pretty funny. You should come over and check it out if you haven't already. Cheers, my friends. All right, Ray, those will be in your next JWV package, my brother. Thank you as always, buddy. Allow me just a moment to refresh that shop one more time. I believe we are moving on to Mr. Thomas Wiley, and then we have a full break. So, Tomas, are you here and are you ready, big man? I see 7 packs of 1996 Ringside Boxing and 7 packs of 1991 Fleer Basketball. Beautiful. Oh, yes, absolutely, Thomas. You're absolutely right, Mr. Peaks. It is a whole nother universe over here on Twitch. Spot on, my man. All right, legends, allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Never mind, Mrs. Junkwax grabbed those packs. Thank you to the CEO. And Tomas is going to put on a little movie for us this morning. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs of 1991 Fleer Basketball. Let's start with some boxing. We'll finish off with some basketball, shall we? There you go, Jordan. 6'7". So silly. Mikey Cobon, get out of my head, sir. Good morning, Kyle Dana. How are you, brother? You're not wrong, Jeff Rotel. She is. It's correct. We're just going to open all these up and go through them together, Tomas. Thank you, as always, for utilizing JunkWaxVintage.com, my friend. I always love ripping together Mr. Wiley. Jordan, my morning is magnificent, my man. Even better now that you're here, buddy. How are you? Happy hump morning. Mr. Noah Helmer, top of the morning to you, my man. Great to see you, Noah. Happy hump morning, my dude. You were just in time to see us getting into some 1996 boxing. And then we're going to get into some 1991 basketball, and then we're about to get into a football break. I believe we're going to do that right after this rip. All right, we start off with Jersey Joe Walcott on the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Gotta love the backwards cards. Roberto Duran, the legend. Awesome. The Ruelas brothers. Alfred Cole. On the ropes. Old Jake Rodriguez, Julio's cousin, thrice removed. Junior Jones. Mr. Lonnie Bradley. The legend old Gene Tooney, International Boxing Hall of Fame. David Santos. Buster Douglas. Check that out, legends. Give me a hell yeah in the chat if you remember Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson. That was a epic moment in my life. I will always, always, always remember that one. And fun fact, folks, when I got to meet Mike Tyson, I am such a moron. I don't know why. That was the only thing that came to my mind, and I definitely said that to Mike Tyson.
I am humble in general.
I'm a moron. I was like, hey, champ. I got up and got a picture with him. It is still on my Facebook profile to this moment, by the way, if you want to go check that out. I went up and I said, hey, champ, I got to say, brother, that Buster Douglas fight just sticks out in my mind, you know? And he's like, yeah. It kind of gives me the nod. Way to go, Dalen. Way to go. Old Juan Kogi. Jeremy Williams. Vinny Paciencia. Jorge Gonzalez. Bryant Brannon. Old Max Schmeling, another International Boxing Hall of Fame legend. Absolutely right there, Chris. Thank you, Mr. O'Doyle. Larry Donald. Alex Stewart. Felix Trinidad. That's another legend. Give me a hell yeah if you remember old Felix. We have a promo. Paul Vaden. Bronco McCart. Joe Hip. Oh, check this out. Let's go, champ. How about some Shannon Briggs? Still a social media star out there nowadays. Very nice to see him back in 1996. Alejandro, it's because I have humongous hands, my man. I'm totally kidding. Maxie Rosenblum. Little sticky. We have a Buster Mathis Jr. Old Tommy Hearns. The not so dirty Hector Sanchez. David Tua. Shout out to Haley Welch. Jeffro. You know, I don't think that fight ever happened. I don't think. Of course, I could be wrong. I'm wrong often. Buster Mathis. Mr. Virgil Hill. Frank Bruno. It's Bruno. Bronco McCart. Stuck together. Fun. Oh, this was a fun one. How about Prince Nassim Muhammad back in the day? That guy was fun to watch for a minute. Mr. Riddick Bowe, also a legend. How about Bruce Selvin and old Don King? Folks, that is the very first Don King card that we have ever pulled here on this channel. Excellent. Another legend, Mr. James Toney, who fought MMA. He tried anyway. Alex Stewart. Herbie Hyde. How about Macho Camacho? Hector Camacho. What a cool card. Alexander Zolkin. Herbie Hyde. So nice, you got him twice. Alex Stewart. So nice, we got him thrice. Another James Toney. Another promo. How about Michael Carbajal? And that is a gold parallel. Not too shabby there, my man. On the Spotlights in the Ring. I'll sleeve that one up for you, buddy, just to be on the safe side. We have another Buster Mathis. Prince Nassim Hamed. Some more international boxing stars. Maxie Rosenblum. Sugar Ray Robinson. How cool is that? How about Montel Griffin? Another Riddick Bowe. Willie Pep. Little pep in his step. That is another Spotlights in the Ring. Ralph Tiger Jones. David Santos. Christy Martin. It's a lady. And Julio Cesar Vasquez. Finishing off your boxing packs there, brother. Excellent. Thank you so much for letting me rip those for you, buddy. We got a couple of sleevers here. Oh, really, Jeffro? I'll have to look for that one, my man. That would have been an awesome fight to watch back in the day if Mike Tyson fought Shannon Briggs. Kyle Dana says Christy Martin is who Sydney Sweeney is playing in her new movie, you think? That's right. I heard she was doing a boxing or MMA movie or something like that. That's cool. Mr. Kevin Curtin, our brother from the Emerald Isle. What's up, my man? I don't know if he's in that set or not there, Kev. I'll have to double check, my man. I'd have to look at the checklist. Good question. But it is wonderful to see you, my Irish brother. How are we doing this morning, Kev? I should say this afternoon for you. Over there across the pond. All right, Mr. Wiley, we are switching gears. We're going to get into some 1991 Fleer basketball. See if we can't find you provisions to start our happy hump morning. Sarge, what's up, Bryant? Excellent to see you on this happy hump morning, my brother, my fellow veteran. Welcome back, Mr. Peaks. Oh, Jeffro, small world, my man. They were both from Brownsville, Brooklyn. Really? Interesting. You learn something new every day. Thank you, Jeffro. All right, round number 1 here of 2, Thomas Wiley. And we start off with doubles, Mr. John Paxson. Mark West, shout out to Mr. Esposito. If Mr. Greg Esposito is still here. Old Jim Lynam. Roni. Mr. Joe Wolf. 1991 All-Star Game with Karl Malone and Patrick Ewing co-starring. Absolutely right, Bryant. I could not agree more, brother. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Mr. Peaks. Gosh dang it. Well, I hope it's fixed by Black Ops 7 time, buddy. Kind of kidding. Do you have a gaming system down there, Mr. Peaks, if I may ask? Old Gene Littles. Johnny D. Shout out to Johnny D here in the family. Mitch Redmond. Spokane's finest, Mr. John Stockton on the All-Star team. Outstanding. Casey Jones. Before there was a gentleman named George Carl who coached our Seattle Supersonics, there was Casey Jones. Fred Roberts. The Worm. My son's PC, Mr. Dennis Rodman. 1991 All-Star Game, one more time. Not a bad thing at all, Mr. Peaks. Smart man. So I used to travel for a living, and I humped my Xbox with me pretty much everywhere I went back then. So I totally understand. And I got really, really good at setting up my Xbox on hotel Wi-Fi that you're not supposed to be able to set it up on. Old Brian Shaw for Baston. Rick Mahorn with The Flat Top co-starring little Chris Mullen. Good morning to our Prince Edward Island pal. Good to see you, Krabby Rob. Mark Aguirre. James Worthy, little King of the Valley. Detlef Schrempf, former Seattle Supersonic. Yes, please. Kevin, what you talking about? Willis. Shout out to Gary Coleman. Oh, Eric Floyd. 1991 All-Star Game with Michael Jordan there on the left. and Magic Johnson co-starring. Little Danny Manning, Reggie Lewis, Rolando Blackman. Oh, hell yeah. Speaking of Michael Jordan, how about a little Michael Jordan? There you go, buddy. Not too shabby on the league leaders. On the stand he goes. Thurl Bailey with Pippen co-starring. Rumiel Robinson, Terry Catledge, Mr. Knight, Marcus Liberty, Tyrone Corbin for Minnesota, Terry Cummings, Pooh Richardson, The Adventures of Pooh for Minnesota. Very nice. Old Rex Chapman for Charlotte. Oh, Thomas. That is very, very kind of you, my man. If you insist, I will absolutely do so. He wants to gift that Dennis Rodman to my son. Clyde the Glide Drexler for Rip City. Shout out to our Portland pals. Rory Sparrow. D. Brown. Oh, and Thomas. I think you have some instant karma here, my good man. Beautiful. Let's see who we have on that Provisions. D. Brown. The Shermanator, Mr. Sherman Douglas. Kevin Johnson. Eddie Johnson. Back-to-back Johnsons. Perennial All-Star, Mr. Joe Dumars. Larry Smith. How about the Admiral, David Robinson, for right down the road in San Antonio. Speaking to my fellow veterans. So when you find those Provisions, I'm going to sleeve and top load that one up for you. Not too shabby there, Thomas Wiley. Definitely my favorite cards from 1991. Beautiful. And you always get brand new top loaders here in this family, Thomas. You know that, my man. When we find the MJ, you gotta sleeve the MJ as well. Outstanding. All right, we are moving on here, Thomas. Mr. Rod Strickland for San Antonio. Don Nelson. Jerome Kersey for Rip City. Maurice clapping them cheeks for the Knickerbockers. John Stockton, so nice. We have seen him twice. A lot of Dick. Mata.
Giggity, giggity.
Old Dick Mata. Travis Mays. Magic Johnson. Antoine Carr. Paul Westhead. Shout out to Winning Time on HBO. And Charles Oakley. Finishing off round number 1 there for you, Thomas. Oh, Thomas. You are hitting me in the fields over here, buddy, with those kind words. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that more than you will ever know. Mr. Hasbergen, welcome back, my man. Like I have said before, folks, slowly but surely, you're getting the whole family up in here on this wonderful Wednesday morning. It is outstanding to see everybody. Thanks for hanging. If you are new here this morning, my dear friends, you might want to smack that follow button if you haven't already, because we do this almost every single day. All right, round number 2 for you, Thomas. And my brother, we found another one. How about 2 Provisions this morning, Thomas? A wonderful way to start our Wednesday. G, thank you for smacking that follow button. Classic Wax, welcome back, my good man. All right, we got the Shermanator. Ricky Tricky, good to see you this morning, my brother. Johnny Konchak. Eddie Johnson for my now defunct Seattle Supersonics. Dale Ellis, another Seattle Supersonic. James Edwards. And how about some airmail? Mr. Karl Malone for the Utah Jazz. Your second Provisions. Mr. Peacharelli, it is wonderful to see over here on TikTok, my Texan brother. Checklist. David Robinson, the Admiral. So nice, you got him twice, including that Provisions. Tommy Chambers, Darnell Valentine, Bob Hill, Karl Malone, so nice, we have seen him twice as well. I like it, Mikey Koba, the Utah Jazz. AC Green. You know it there, Double D, from San Diego. Founded in 1876 by the French. Say Less, Jim Less. How about shout out to Pearl Jam, old Mookie Blaylock. Dominique Wilkins, Larry Brown. Before there was Coach Pop, there was old Larry Brown. Roddy McRae, Gary Grant, Drazen Petrovich, rest in peace to the legend. Rod Higgins, Felton Spencer for Minnesota. Stepdad, Mr. Kevin McHale, with the original bad boy of basketball, Mr. Bill Laimbeer, co-starring. Harvey Grant, Isaiah Thomas, Eric Lechner, Ricky Smits, Ed Pinkney, and that finishes off your base packs. And we have one last pack to go, my good man. Top loading up your second Provisions, Mr. Thomas Wiley. Wonderful rip to start our happy hump morning. There you go, brother. On the stand he goes. That is a beautiful stand there, Thomas Wiley. 2 Provisions and a Michael Jordan. Beautiful first rip of the day there, buddy. Last pack magic, Thomas Wiley.
One down, one to go.
Good luck. And then, my friends, I think we're getting into a break. I love it, Brian Smith. Thank you. How about old Larry Brown? So nice. We have seen him twice as well. Wilkins, Gary Grant, McRae, Domo Arigato, Richie Adubato. I'll see myself out for right up the road there in Dallas. 1991 All-Star Game. You have Michael Jordan from the left. I believe that is Joe Dumars. Nope, that's not Joe Dumars, because that's Joe Dumars sitting next to Charles Barkley. I still can't figure out who the one in the middle is. We have Michael Jordan, whoever that dude in the middle is, Patrick Ewing, Joe Dumars, and Charles Barkley. I don't know who that is in the blue. I thought it might have been Dikembe Mutombo, but I think this is a little too early for that. We'll figure it out someday. Oh, Vern Fleming, Larry Nance. The glove, Mr. Gary Payton from my Seattle Supersonics? Yes, please. KJ, shout out to our awesome Arizonans. Could be Isaiah Thomas Jeffro, could be Dennis Scott, Johnny Newman, Tim Hardaway, and last but not least for the Nets, old Chris Morris. And that finishes off that beautiful, beautiful movie there, Thomas Wiley. As always, brother, thank you for snagging those down from junkwaxvintage.com and giving us some eye candy this morning. I am elated that we could find you not 1, but 2 Provisions. So you're a third of the way to the set there, brother. And of course, we're always happy when we find some MJ. Big guy doing the butterfly. Welcome back, my man. Happy Wednesday morning. He says, good morning. Do you ever sleep? Not often. I appreciate you asking, brother. Good to see you there, big guy. All right, Thomas Wiley. That beautiful pack will be in your next JWV package, brother. And maybe even a little more. Thank you again, Thomas. All right, homies. It is break time. You know what we must do. We must find out who gets what. Cheers, my friends. Mr. Peaks. So yes, Patrick Ewing is in the middle on that picture. I'm asking who is in between Michael Jordan and Patrick Ewing. And we have a guess. It might be Isaiah Thomas. Could be. That's a good guess. Absolutely. Mr. Meanie Brad Greeny. Good morning, my man. Shout out to Greeny Energy. Brian Smith says Bernard King. Now that makes a whole lot of sense. It could definitely be Bernard King. Absolutely right. Bears, Mr. Esposito. Beautiful. Thank you, Jeff Sack. Thank you again, Brian Smith. I appreciate that, big man. Outstanding. Jason Hawkins. So I think we have it figured out. I think it's Bernard King. One moment, my friends. They would like to see that card. I have to go back and find it. It is that one right there. And we're looking at that gentleman in the blue. In between Patrick Ewing and Michael Jordan. And I think you might be right there, Brian Smith. I think it is Bernard King. It is wonderful to see you this morning, Bradley. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, brother. Mr. Hawkins, there you go, buddy. I do believe that is Bernard King. So from right to left, you have Charles Barkley, Joe Dumars, Patrick Ewing, Bernard King, and Michael Jordan. Excellent. Yeah, I thought it was Dumars as well there, Jeffro, but Dumars is just a little bit further down the bench. So that is Joe Dumars. That is Charles Barkley. That is Patrick Ewing. I believe that is Bernard King, and that is Michael Jordan. Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate the help. All right, my dear friends, my family, you know what we must do. Allow me just a moment. I'm going to refresh that shop real quick, make sure we're not missing anything. And we are solid. Outstanding. Humongous thank you to Mr. Michael Baith, the Todd Father, Mr. Peaks, Senor Barrientos, Chris, Mr. Peaks, Zach Baxter, DJP, Thomas Wiley, Kirk Woa, and Ray Wells. Thank you all for hitting that shop this morning, you absolute legends.
Somehow, everything was different.
Oh, Jason Hawkins, it's not Bernard King?
I could see myself in a perspective that I've never
Maybe.
seen before. No inhibitions, no worries.
Is that Akeem the Dream Olajuwon? Did he play for the Bullets? Because whoever that is wearing a Bullets uniform. I could have sworn he was with the Rockets then. But hey, I am wrong often. Thank you, Jason Hawkins. So flip-flopped. So that's Joe Dumars. And that is Bernard King. There you go. Thank you, Jason Hawkins. That makes a lot more sense. Appreciate that, brother. Beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I was saying, Mr. Esposito. Thank you, my good man. No worries, gentlemen. We got her figured out. Dollar bills, y'all. Welcome back there, buddy. Excellent to see you on this happy hump morning. All right, folks. Let's roll some dice and find out who gets what team in this magnificent little football break. After I snag myself a little sippy of some everyday dose. Cheers, my friends. A roast. Beautiful. All right. Our morningly shout out to Mrs. Rachel for snagging us this handy dandy little dice tray. Good guest, Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko. Good morning to the Kuniko clan. It is lucky number 5. Shout out to Short Circuit and old Johnny 5. Excuse me, that is 6. 2 and 4. 6 it is, my dear friends. Excellent guest there, Danny Rendon and Mikey Koba. You were so close. 6 it is. Let me make sure we have some football teams in here, folks. I think we have baseball left over from last night. We absolutely do. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. There we go. All right, legends. Let's do it. You're not wrong there, Mikey Koba. All right, my dear friends, 6 times, good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you were so inclined, you can start trading your teams. Right? Meow.
Like a new person had emerged from me. I could see myself in a perspective that I've never
There you
seen
have it.
before.
As always, folks, I will give you just a couple of minutes to trade those teams if you want. There is never any obligation if you want to stick with the teams you have. That's awesome, too. I'm always just trying to give you the most opportunities to get the teams that you want. Mr. Peaks, it is magnificent to see you over here on Twitch, my brother. Thank you. My brother from Down Under. Beautiful. Very, very excited to play some Black Ops 7 with you here in just a couple of weeks there, Mr. Peaks. I think we're 10 days away, 9 days away from Black Ops 7. Awesome. Mr. Jeff Katz, good to see you, my brother. Word to you, sir. The Miat family and their Giat family. Good evening. Or I should say good morning to my Canadian cousins. How you doing there, eh? Wisha, long time no see, my man. Welcome back. Excellent to see you this morning. Chris, Army, my friend. Glad I did it. Glad I'm done. Yes, sir. Jumped out of airplanes. Pretty good airplanes. Mr. Krabby Rob, Black Ops 7. Oh, can't wait. I am right there with you, buddy. I'm very, very excited for some zombies. Devil Dog. Hoorah. Nice to have you there, Mr. O'Doyle. I appreciate your service, my man. Thank you for your service. So I actually worked with a lot of recon guys when I was in. The old red stripe on their hats. A lot of Devil Dog brothers. I actually got along more with some of the Marines than I did with my Army guys sometimes. Wisha, it is wonderful to see you on this Wednesday, my man. How are you? Thank you, Chris. Right back at you, brother. You know, there's a lot of people, and me included, sometimes I will, on a funny level, try to throw shade at the other branches, right? Because it's what we do. However, at the end of the day, transparently and truly, I respect all of them, right? We're all on the same team. But what kind of veteran would I be if I didn't throw some shade at the Air Force? Mr. Alan White, good morning, legend. He says, just checked in. Dalen, the Seahawks are yours. Hopefully you hit another auto. What? Mr. Alan White, you do not have to do that, my man. That is insanely kind of you, good sir. Making my morning over here, Alan. As always, my brother, big hugs and firm handshakes to the legend himself. I hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday there, Alan White. I do see some trade talk over here in the chat on Twitch. Thank you, Zach Baxter. Thank you, Ryan Fife. Excuse me. Absolutely right there, Jason Hawkins. Absolutely right there, Mr. O'Doyle. I am glad we're on the same page, my brother. You get it. Shout out to the G-Bro. Good morning. Ricky Tricky, welcome back, my man. Alan White says, I am former Air Force, sir. Oh, yes, I am aware. Shout out to the Chair Force. So, my son is actually thinking about going into the military at some point, possibly. I hope he does not. But if he is going to go into the military, he's probably going to go into the Air Force, and I'm all about it. I would much rather have him go into the Air Force than the Army. So I'll share with you, my friends, when I was I was stationed on Fort Bragg, North Carolina. It is the home of the Special Operations Forces. I was a psychological operations specialist. I jumped out of airplanes. That was my job. When we would go to jump, they would take us to Pope Air Force Base, which is connected to Fort Bragg. So we would drive from our Army installation just through a little fence, and all of a sudden we're on Pope Air Force Base. But it was a night and day difference. So we used to drive past the Air Force dorms, like where they live. They have carpet. They have microwaves. They have their own fridge. It's like a little apartment. In the Army? Oh, no. No, 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 no. No carpet. Never a microwave. Never any appliances in our barracks room. It is not called a dorm. It is called barracks, by the way. Much, much different experience with the Army and the Air Force, in my humble opinion. And not necessarily a good thing. So, shout out to the Air Force. They're doing it right. Absolutely right there, Mr. Peaks. Thank you. I love it. Thank you, Dan Bailey. We'll call it jump wax. Yes, sir. Cassius Min. Thank you for smacking that follow button, my man. Welcome to the family. All right, folks. It does look like we have a trade. Nope. Maybe. Never mind. We do have a trade. Steelers and Vikings. Excellent. So, Steelers are number 2, Mr. Mikey Kobaugh. And the Vikings are number 31, Mr. Matt Peaks, also known as Mr. Matt King, also known as Mr. Peaks. So, Matt King, you have the Steelers at number 31. And Mikey Kobaugh. And number 2, you have the Vikings. Excellent. Thank you, gentlemen. And Alan White, thank you for your service, by the way, brother. Like I said earlier, I do enjoy throwing shade at other branches, but we're all on the same team at the end of the day, right? I respect the hell out of anybody who has signed their name on that line and worn that uniform. And that's a fact. All right, legends. Oh, we have another trade. We have Cowboys and Panthers. Outstanding. That would be number 8, Zach Baxter. You know I don't speak Spanish. Cowboys and Panthers, the North Kakalakans. Speaking of North Carolina, my former home state, Mr. Ryan Fife. So, Ryan, at number 14, you have the Cowboys. And Zach Baxter, you have the Panthers. Excellent. All right, folks. It looks like the trading has come to a dull roar. Ruben Omar. Bienvenidos a familia, hermano. Lo siento en advance porque mi español es basura. Porque soy muy gringo. Es verdad. Welcome to the family, my man. Oh, wish ya. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. And it's awesome to see you this morning, my man. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. All right, my dear friends, I appreciate you bearing with me for just a couple of minutes here. Tu entiendes there, Dennis Piccirilli. Exactamente, hermano. El guapo. All right, we start off with Mr. Alan White, my fellow veteran, taking down the Dolphins. Tony, our favorite numismatic nurse. Number 3, the Patriots. Shout out to Mr. Cody Simons. And Timbo T. Wood. Ryan Bruns, the Bears. Alan White, number 5, my Seattle Sea Chickens, and he gifted those to yours truly. As always, my dear friends, I will say it again, and I never apologize for that redundancy. I am absolutely convinced that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby. And my friends, you will never hear me throw shade at another content creator. You will never hear me throw shade at pretty much anybody. It's not in my nature. But what I will say is a fact. I have been to a lot of different communities, my friends, and I have never seen the kind of generosity, the altruism, the positivity that we see here in this community almost every single friggin' day. So thank you again, Alan White, for gifting that to me. There is never any obligation to gift me anything, ever. But man, am I grateful when you do. Thank you, Alan. You know I love my Seattle Seahawks, pal. All right, we're moving on. Mr. Nurse Tony taking down WKRP in Cincinnati. There you go, Jason Hawkins. Shout out to Wander Franco. Yikes. Ryan Sieben, number 7, the Jags. Marvelous Minnesotan. Mikey Coban, number 9, the Lions. Alan White, number 10, the 40 Whiners. Mr. Matty King, also known as Mr. Peaks, 11 and 12, Bucks and Cardinals. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. Ray Wells, number 13, the Colts. Alan White, number 15, your Kansas City Chiefs. Instant karma, coming right back to you there, Alan White. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Jason Hawkins, talk about John Kitna. Talking about former Seattle Seahawk, Mr. John Kitna. Rob Richardson, the family pharmacist, taking down the Packers. And number 16. We are halfway there, my dear friends. Rob Richardson taking the Ravens. Rob Richardson's Ravens. Little alliteration. Chris Barrientos. Number 18, the Rams. Shout out to Miss Mary, her PC. Ryan Bruns, number 19, the Commanders, who got absolutely walloped by my Seattle Seahawks last week. Ouch, kabibbles. Poor Jaden Daniels. Alan White, spot number 20, the San Diego Chargers. Shout out to Miss Melody. Mr. Baxter, number 21, the Tennessee Titans. Mikey Coban, number 22, the Browns. Mr. Nurse Tony taking spot number 23, the Gigantes of football, the New York Giants. DJP, Mr. Pudwill, taking the Broncos in number 24. Robert Parkinson, number 25, your world champion Eagles. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Ray Wells, spot number 26, Melody's Buffalo Bills. DJP, 27 and 28, our Houston Texans and the Jets. Mr. Ryan Fife, I repeat, we have a Pfeiffer down. Number 29, the Raiders. Mr. Robert Parkinson, spot number 30, the New Orleans Saints. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Jimmy Nuge. Mr. Peaks, you got the Steelers. And Mr. Zach Baxter, last but definitely not least, the Falcons. There you go. Beautiful. My dear friends, if you would do me a solid, take a gander at that list. If it looks accurate and appropriate, please let me know. Upside Your Dome says, this break I paid for 2 spots and just got 1. What name is on your order there, my friend? I'm happy to take a look there, Upside Your Dome. Thank you, Wisha. Tennessee. And I am still thirsty. All right, Senor Barrientos. So, my friend, you got 2 break spots. You got 1 break spot in this break, and then you got another break spot in the basketball break. So this is just the football break, my man. It looks like you got spot number 10 in the basketball break. Got you right there, Senor Barrientos. My pleasure, brother. Thank you for asking. Hey, no worries, my man. It's all good. I know sometimes it can be a little confusing when we have multiple breaks up there. I've got you covered, brother. And congratulations on your very first break in the family, Senor Barrientos. Excellent to have you, brother. All right, legends. I believe we are solid. Blue Shift, what's up, dude? Oh, that is very, very kind of you to say, Blue Shift. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful Wednesday morning, my friend.
Ooh, yeah.
So, legends, for the very first time on this absolutely wonderful Wednesday from right here in Austin, Texas, you know what we must do. We shout, grippeth. And we shout, rippeth. Good luck to each and every one of you. We're looking at 2 autographs and 4 relics. And Blue Shift, I sincerely appreciate the kind words, my man. I just smacked you with a follow. I can't follow everybody, but I got you there, brother. Positivity to this channel is like gasoline in a car. Helps it keep on going, so I appreciate the kind words, my man. Thank you. And again, my dear friends, I know we have some new people in the house this morning. If you are new here, if it is your very first time tuning into this ugly mug, it is awesome to have you this morning, my friends. My name is Dalen, D-A-L-E-N. There is a reason why I tell you how to spell it. So we actually have a private Facebook group. It is called the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club. Let me show you something. Real quick, before we get into this break. I'll give you a little tutorial. So if you like what you see, folks, and you would like to get more involved, all you have to do is come over here and join us on Facebook. That is the group. There is security questions on that group, though, because I'm not trying to build a giant Facebook group. I'm trying to build a tight-knit group of card enthusiasts. The password is my name, D-A-L-E-N. So one of the security questions says, what is Junk Wax Vintage's real name? If you answer that correctly, you will be admitted. If you do not, you will not. So the answer is right there in front of you, D-A-L-E-N. Thank you in advance for joining us. Oh, thank you for saying that, Wish. I appreciate the vouch, my brother. Good morning, Joe Hawkins, another OG of the family, gracing us with his presence. How are you, big man? Slim Yeti, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the crew, my dude. Thank you so much, Nurse Tony. All right, legends. So if you are new here, keep in mind that we are live on 5 separate simultaneous platforms right this second. You can find us on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and Facebook. So feel free to come over here and join us on Twitch if you would like. Personally, I believe that Twitch is the best viewing experience for this show. Oh, thank you so much, Slim Yeti. Nice to have you in the family, my man. And Blue Shift Live, I cannot thank you enough for that beautiful, beautiful TikTok gift, helping to keep this channel on the rails, one beautiful heart at a time. All right, we got to handle a couple of Pack 4 ectomies. All right, let's go. Oh, you know it there, Chef James Reinhart. Top of the morning to you, my brother. Happy hump morning. How is another OG of the family doing on this good day? Dialed, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the family. All right, starting off round number 1. with my PC, old Kenneth Walker III for my Seattle Sea Chickens. The Murphy twins just joined us over here on Twitch. Welcome to the family. Jared Goff. Little Danny Dimes. Adam Thielen. Josh Palmer for San Diego. Stephon Diggs. Russell Wilson. Another Dalen's PC, but only in a Seahawks uni. Fun fact, little Myles Garrett. Good morning, Andrew Irvin. Go Hawks. Thank you, Slim Yeti. You're in the right place. Goated. Top of the morning to you, my brother. Happy Wednesday. We have a Puka on the red foil for the Rams going to Chris Barrientos. Little first break magic there for you, Chris. Not too shabby. Rome Odunze, rookie for the Bears. Dial, do we have any wild card boxes? That is a good question, my man. Typically we do, but I don't think we do right this second. I think we sold out of them, my brother. How about a Brock Bowers on the rookie Stallions red foil for the Raiders? Not too shabby. And the Raiders is Ryan Fife this morning. Devontae Williams, Alvin Kamara, Justin Sherbert for San Diego. Thank you, Chef James Reinhart. Little Tennessee Tajay. Jair Alexander, Saquon Gnarls Barkley. Amari Cooper. Bobby Wagner, former Legion of Boom for my Seattle Seahawks. Little Anthony Richardson for the Colts. P. Muth. Ramondre Stevenson. Derrick Henry for the Dirty Birdie Ravens. Little Patty Mahomes there for Alan White. DK Metcalf in the old school Seattle Seahawks uni. Beautiful. Ooh, how about an Anthony Richardson? Red foil for the Colts. And our first relic goes to the Broncos. Shout out to the Kuniko clan, our Broncos fanatics in the family, but this goes to DJP Dennis Pudwill. Congratulations there, Dennis. I agree there, Dial. Aren't they neat? We love some wild card. Jason Hawkins says, what do Chris, the CEO, end up sending you? Chris? And the CEO? Are you talking about Mrs. Junkwax? Couple of round ones. That goes to the New Orleans Saints, Spencer Rattler. Dub Bears, Rome Odunze. So nice, you got him twice. Chris Olave for Jimmy Nuge's Saints. Dalton Kincaid. Mustache Minshew. Another Washington State Cougar. Go Cougs. Rashad White. Mr. Christian Watson. You done messed up Aaron Rodgers. We sold a sweet Aaron Rodgers one-of-one autograph over there on eBay Live Saturday night. That was a blast. And Joey B. Last but not least for WKRP in Cincinnati. Good morning to the sitter. How you doing there, buddy? Long time no see. Hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday thus far. We are moving on to round number 2. Lane Voppel says, what do you think of Jimmy Rogers at WSU? That's a great question, my friend. I don't have a whole lot of thoughts about it. If I'm being honest with you, I have now lived in Texas for about 13 years, so I'm a little out of the loop when it comes to WSU. No. But there is bricks in front of it. Okay, they'll move them. Alrighty. Round number 2. Good morning, KB. Great to see you this morning, my man. Jason Hawkins says, no, the vice president of... That was in the... Oh, you're talking about Greg, the VP of Leaf. Yes, so he actually sent us 2 hobby boxes, and then he sent us like 15 national packs. So we gave away all the national packs to the members of the family here, and then I actually ripped both of those hobby boxes myself, and they were magnificent. I found not 1, but 2 of my PC's autographs for the very first time. Gerangelo J for my Seattle Mariners. Yeah, it was absolutely awesome, Jason Hawkins. And I am now working directly with Leaf, thanks to Greg the VP. Spot on, my man. Darius Slayton for the Giants. Mr. Keenan and Kel Allen for the Bears. Cooper Kupp from that red field of Eastern Washington University. Go Eagles. Terry McLovin. Nico Collins. Mr. C.D. Lamb for them boys. We have a flying Jacoby Brissett for the Patriots. Trey Hendrickson. How about, oh, there we go. The Deuce, Mr. Emmett Smith. Shout out to my buddy, Mr. Peach O'Reilly. Slim Yeti just made the switch to Twitch. Thank you so damn much, my man. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is a beautiful thing, Slim Yeti. Welcome to the family over here, brother. And my dear friends, my family, can I ask you to do me a solid this morning, please? Can Can we hit the Slim Yeti with that warm Junk Wax Vintage welcome? That would be fantastic. Excellent to have you, buddy. Oh, hello. How about number to 149, draft class Xavier Lee Jett for the North Kakalaki Panthers. And that is a trade, I believe, to Mr. Baxter. Congratulations, Zach Baxter. Hell yeah. Oh, well, that's awesome, Slim Yeti. Welcome to the family, buddy. Excellent to have you. And Mr. Wish is over here on Twitch also. Beautiful. Thank you so much. It is great to see you over here, buddy. Making my morning. So that is numbered to 149, and it is a rookie card, so I'm going to go ahead and top load that one up for you, just to be on the safe side there, pal. Excellent. Xavier Lee Jett, the Ragin' Cajun. How about some Tua Tagovailoa? Uzi Gun, thank you for smacking that follow button. Mr. Sports Cards, thank you as well. That's right, Jason Hawkins. I see you there, legend. James Conner for Mr. Esposito's Cardinals. Mr. Jonathan Taylor, not Thomas. Micah Parsons, Kendrick Bourne. Josh Allen to the max, Crosby. Jay Jetta, Bijan from right here in Austin, Texas. Travis Etienne Jr., Brock Purdy, Patrick Surtain, Mr. Derek Carr. Bryce Young for North Kakalaki. Hizzle, thank you for smacking that follow button. Excellent to have you there, KB. Thank you for the positivity this morning, my man. Ooh, we have a gold parallel Jordan Love. Beautiful. For the Packers, that one goes to Mr. Rob Richardson. Shout out to the family pharmacist. He touched my Penix, Steve. Michael Penix Jr., that is a University of Washington Husky, rookie for the Falcons. Jaden Daniels, speaking of rookies, on the Rookie Stallions for the Commanders, and that one goes to Mr. Ryan Bruns. Sitter, my dude, going above and beyond this morning, my brother. I cannot thank you enough for smacking the Slim Yeti with their free 1-month subscription. Hey, Slim Yeti, I apologize, my friend, because you're no longer a part of the crew. Because you're now part of the family. C4, good morning, brother. Excellent to see you, Mr. Caleb. John Wayne, is that you? Good to see you this morning, John Wayne. Thank you for smacking that follow button. Shout out to the Duke. Oh, Dalen Waddles. Kirk Kissing, Cousins. Evan Ingram. Mr. CMC Christian McCaffrey. Portland Sutton. Josie Jewell. Devontae Adams. Will Levis from Kentucky. Mr. James Cook from Melody's Bills. George Karlaftis. Maker Bayfield. Aiden Hutchinson. Brees Hall. Mr. DJ Moore. Puka Nakua from Mary's Rams. Bobby Wagner from the Legion of Boom on a damn near color match red parallel. And there's our very first autograph, folks, and it goes to the Cleveland Browns, Zach Zinter. Some alliteration. And ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, we have started an absolutely wonderful Wednesday edition. As always, my legendary friends, if we take this hype train to a magnificent hype train level 6, we get to give away a juicy Junk Wax Vintage Hitbox this morning, and I would love to. As I said last night, folks, if you were not here last night, you might not know, but I have reloaded those hitboxes with some serious juice, and I am chomping at the bit to see who gets one. Congratulations to the Browns, and that is Mikey Kobaugh. Congratulations there, Mr. Kobaugh. One more time, my brother. Outstanding. How about a Aeneas Williams for the Cardinals? Mr. BTJ for the Jags. Jordan Love, so nice you got him twice. Jalen Hurts, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Kyler Murray, Zaire Franklin, and George Kittle. And that rounds out our very first box there, folks. Slim Yeti, I cannot thank you enough for the beautiful biddies. Welcome to the family, brother. Ryan Bruns, absolutely right, my man. I hope so. Dialed, is that Shohei for sale? It is not, my friend, but I appreciate you asking. All those cards up there on the carousel are just my PC, brother, just some eye candy. Hometown 1980, it is going very well this morning, my man. How are you? And thank you, KB, I agree. All right, we're going to sleeve up our very first relic. There will be 4 relics and 2 autographs by the time we're done. That goes in a brand new 100-point top loader. For those of you that are new to the family, we actually make our own supplies here at JWV. Shameless plug. So if you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and check out the offerings over there, I don't think you'll be sorry. Myself and my wife, Mrs. Junkwax, my much, much better half, we pride ourselves in having pretty much the biggest selection that you're going to find online anywhere. So feel free to go check out junkwaxvintage.com, my friends. Shameless plug. That's right, KB. Shout out to my HEB there, my brother. If there's a couple of things in life that you can depend on, my friend, it is death, taxes, and JWV slamming that spicy water in the mornings. And Legends, we are up to Hype Train Level 2. I see you there, Ryan Bruns. Thank you so much for the beautiful 5 gifted subs. Welcome to the family, Ship City J, 5150, Shanti, and D. Villing. Excellent. And Legends, we are up to Hype Train Level 4. So it looks like we might be giving away a Junk Wax Vintage hitbox this morning. That would be epic. And you know I don't use that term lightly. All right, we have a Keenan and Kel Allen, and unfortunately there's a little BB mark on him as well. I just call that out because I want you to know we did not do that. Cooper Kupp, same thing. Terry McLovin, same thing. Nico Collins, same thing. And back to CD Lamb. Finally, we're through the BB holes. Oh, okay. Okay, sweetheart. Okay, thank you, honey. I appreciate it. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, you got it, babe. Mr. Jacoby Brissett for the Patriots. Zay Flowers for the Dirty Birdies. Austin Eckler, and that is a gold parallel for the Commanders. Shout out to Mr. Ryan Bruns. Some instant karma. And Mr. Alan White, you absolute legend, hitting us with our very first showstopper of the morning. Thank you so much for 1,000 beautiful biddies. Taking us up to Hype Train Level 4, 52%. Hey, right back at you, Wisha. I appreciate the kind words, my man. Thank you, sir. Little Drake May for the Patriots on the draft class. Mr. Jaden Daniels on the round oneers. Kyron Williams. Trey McBride. Mr. DeAndre Hopkins. The Murphy twins, you are very welcome and welcome to the family. CJ Stroud. AJ Brown. A little morning chub. Nick Chubb. You done messed up Aaron Jones. Big Bacon, thank you for smacking that follow button. Welcome to the family, my friend. Dirac A. London. Shout out to Jake Quellen. George Karloftis. Maker Bayfield. Aiden Hutchinson. Brees Hall. DJ Moore. Puka. Mr. Bobby Wagner. So nice, we have seen him twice. Tennessee. And I am still thirsty. I hope somebody gets that extremely obscure reference. That is a red foil Tyjae Spears for the Titans. And we have another relic. Keon Coleman, rookie relic for the Bills, and that goes to Mr. Ray Wells. Congratulations there, Ray. For the Eagles, Cooper DeJean. Commanders, Little McCaffrey, Luke McCaffrey. Christian Watson, done messed up Aaron Rodgers, Joey B. Tua Tagovailoa, James Conner, Jonathan Taylor, Not Thomas, and Micah Parsons for them boys. Aaron, you made it to the family, my man. Well, we were very grateful to have you there, Aaron. I believe you were the 4th or 5th Aaron in the family, and Mr. Alan White. Damn. Just hit us with 10 beautiful gifted subs, ladies and gentlemen, and that takes us to Hype Train Level 6. We did it. My dear friends, right after this break, we're going to do a Hype Train giveaway. Let's see if we can't find some Hype Train luck before the end of this break. Now, always, folks, the offer stands. Of course, I am extremely grateful that we made it to Hype Train Level 6. As I have said before, it is the Hype Trains over here on Twitch and the gifts over on TikTok that truly help to keep this thing on the rails at this point, folks. I cannot thank you enough for starting that magnificent Hype Train. Hey, what's up there, Doc? Long time no see, my man. So, Aaron, welcome to the family, buddy. And before I was so pleasantly interrupted, thank you again, Alan White, taking us to Hype Train Level 6. And what I was going to say, folks, I am very, very grateful that we made it to that level 6, and I do not expect it. But I always want to throw that out there, folks. If we take this to Hype Train level 12, we give away 2 hit boxes. Threaten me with a good time. But if that Hype Train needs to pull into the station at Hype Train level 6, that is 1,000% okay. Jimmy Z, what's up, dude? That is extremely kind of you to say, and I appreciate that, Jim. Happy Wednesday, brother. Mr. Owen Gage, thank you for smacking the follow button. Stevie Mack, welcome to the family, buddy. I appreciate you, gentlemen. Welcome. All right, we start off a little Anthony Richardson, and it's got a little BB mark down here on the bottom as well. I think that happens in the production process. So, we have Anthony Richardson with the hole in it. Pat Fryermuth with a hole in it. Ramondre Stevenson, a little bit of Derrick Henry, and the Patty Mahomes is solid. Just in time for Alan White's Kansas City Chiefs. Mr. DK Metcalf for my Seattle Sea Chickens, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Darius Slayton. Then we have a red foil Jair Alexander for the Packers. That one goes to Mr. Rob Richardson. Shout out to the family pharmacist. Draft class Matthew Stafford for the Lions. Ooh, we have a red foil round number 1er. That is Braylon Dalen Allen for the Jets. Oh my gosh, it's Kendrick Bourne. Josh Allen. To the Max Crosby, Mikey Evans for the Bucks, Mr. Josh Jacobs, Garrett Wilson, Hendrickson, one half of the brothers Watt. Dialed, and good morning, Brett. Great to see you, my brother. How we doing on this happy hump day? Mr. Dialed says, will you be getting Splat Wildcard in the future? Probably, my friend. Absolutely. We typically carry a whole lot of Wildcard. We're just out at the moment, my brother. Mr. Colby Dunlop, good morning to our Canadian cousin. Good to see you, Colby. Dak Prescott. Harrison Smith, Lambjack for the Dirty Birdies, Mr. Peaks, I cannot thank you enough for those beautiful, beautiful biddies, my brother from down under, my fellow Texan. Ooh, check this out, folks. Mrs. Junkwax's PC, old Travis Swift, Kenneth Walker III, Mr. Jared Goff, Amari Cooper on the red parallel, that is a color match for the Bills. Absolutely right there, Tony. I agree, we are at Hype Train level 6. 40% with just a few seconds to go. Mr. Luke McCaffrey through the Commanders. Another one for Mr. Ryan Bruins. Congratulations, Ryan. Marvin Harrison Jr. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. My awesome Arizonan. Johnny Wilson for the Eagles. Saquon Gnarls Barkley. I love it, Brett. Thank you, Colby Dunlop. I appreciate that, my brother. Amari Cooper. Jalen Dalen Waddles, Kirk Kissing Cousins, Mr. Evan Ingram, CMC Christian McCaffrey, Portland Sutton. Thank you, sweetheart. Hate to see you go. Love to watch you leave.
Giggity, giggity.
I'll see myself out. It is hashtag JWAD somewhere. Jay Jetta from Minnesota. Dijon Bijan from right here in Austin, Texas. Shout out to my Longhorns. Travis Etienne Jr. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. You like that, Brett? Mr. Patrick Surtain, Derek Carr, Bryce Young for North Kakalaki, Mr. Peaks, absolutely amazing, gifting a sub out to Siddams. I appreciate that, Mr. Peaks, and welcome to the family, E. Siddams. James Cook, Mikey Evans for the Bucks, and that is a gold parallel. Speaking of Mr. Peaks, I think the Bucks go to Mr. Peaks, and I am correct. Congratulations there, my good man. All right, legends, it is official. The Hype Train has pulled into the station. Thank you to Mr. Ryan Bruins for 10 gifted subs. Thank you to Mr. Alan White for over 1,000 bits. I cannot thank you enough, gentlemen. How about old Sam Bradford for the Rams? That's right, Victor Lopez. Mr. Jaden Daniels with the hat and mustache. I love it. Thank you to Oilfield. Appreciate that, brother. Mike, I will politely and lovingly push back, my man. You are awesome. Thank you for the beautiful gifts there, Mike. I see you, sir. Kyler Murray. Zaire Franklin. George Kittle. Olave. Dalton Kincaid. Mustache Minshew. Rashad White. Finishing off for the Bucks. Shout out to Mr. Peaks one more time. All right, legends, I'm going to sleeve up this here relic, and I think we have a hiding autograph in those pack number 4s. Gotta love those pack number 4s, eh? Ricky Tricky, welcome back, my dude.
One down, One to go.
Good luck. And shout out to the captain. And we're not talking about Derek Jeter. Good morning, Chris Conder. Great to see you this morning, my brother. It looks like your free sub may have worn off there, Chris Conder. That's the only bummer about the Prime subs, is you have to manually do them every month. But I love it when people do, so thank you so damn much for hitting that subscription button. Prime style especially. Absolutely right there, Chef James Reinhart. All right, we have a Zay Flowers for the Dirty Birdies. You could not be more correct, Victor Lopez. Thank you. You too there, Jason Hawkins. Harrison Butker. Tyler Pop. Drop. And Lockett for my Seattle Seahawks. Jameer Gibbs. Brian Burns. Mr. DeAndre Swift. Khalil Mack. P. Muth. And that is a red parallel for the Steelers. How about another relic, and that is Balake Corum for the Rams. And that goes to Chris Barrientos. Little first break magic there for you, Chris. Chris! Congratulations there, my man. Mr. Ricky Pearsall for the 40 Whiners. Back-to-back Pearsall. Mikey Evans. Josh Jacobs. Garrett Wilson. Hendrickson. Kyron Williams. Trey McBride. DeAndre Hopkins for Alan White's Kansas City Chiefs. Harrison Butker, back-to-back Alan White. Tyler Lockett. Jameer Gibbs. Mr. Burns. DeAndre Swift. Return to the Mac. Austin Eckler. Saquon Gnarls Barkley on the red foil for the Eagles. And we have Panini points. Oh, no. Thanks, Panini. There's our second autograph, gosh dang it. Bummer. Good morning, Angelo Oshawada. So, Legends, we always have a choice on these Panini points. I can random these off between everybody in the break, or I can donate these to the family points pile. We basically have a little charity fund that we're adding up all these points. So if you would like to donate these to the family, that is 1,000% okay. But if you want to random them off, that's okay too. Happy to do so. I will look for a majority vote in the chat. Mr. Mikey Koba says, I vote to pot it. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Ray Wells, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, gentlemen. Thank you. All right, boys and girls. Well, let me sleeve up our last relic here for Senor Barrientos. Thank you, Ryan Fife. He says donate as well. Victor Lopez has given it to family. I love it. Thank you, buddy. All right, so quick little recap here, folks. We have Zach Zinter was the lone autograph, thanks to the Panini points. Aldrich Estime for the Broncos. That one goes to Dennis Pudwill. Xavier Leggett for North Kakalaki going to Mr. Zach Baxter. Luke McCaffrey for the Commanders going to Ryan Bruns. Keon Coleman for Melody's Bills, but these go to Ray Wells. And Balake Corum for the Rams going to Chris Barrientos. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Alan White. Thank you, Mr. Baxter. I see you, gentlemen. I appreciate it so much. So it looks like we have a vote to donate these to the family pot, and I'm happy to do so, my dear friends. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. It allows us to get some cool cards for people when they are in need. Cool Rip, what's up, brother? He says, where have you been, my guy? I'm here almost every morning, buddy. I have not missed a day, my friend. How are you this morning, though, brother? Good to see you again. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back there, Bryant. My dear friends, if you would allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, I'm going to handle just a spot of housekeeping, and then we'll get right back to it. We do have another full break this morning, by the way, folks. All right, let me refresh that shop real quick. Good morning to you as well there, Cool Rip. Top of the Wednesday to you, buddy. Great to see you. Let me just keep myself honest here in the shop. Shout out to my fellow Austinite, Mr. Trevor Taylor, for snagging down his Astros in that 7 hobby box break. Beautiful. Senor Barrientos. Damn! Going hard on break number 17 of that Bowman Chrome. Thank you so much, Chris. And perfect timing, because we're going to bust into that break right meow. I'm sorry to hear that, Mikey Cobal. Sorry, brother. They go quickly. I know, we have a lot of Bostonian fans in the family. Mr. Victor Lopez says, go for another spicy Walter. I still have half a spicy Walter left here, my man. But I appreciate your thoughts there, Victor Lopez. Thank you, my friend. Mr. Ray Wells says, Dalen, have a good rest of your day, and we will see you tonight. Right back at you, Ray. Thank you for starting the morning right, my brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, Mr. Wells. We will see you back here tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Same junk time. Same junk channel. We get to do it all over again tonight, folks. Mr. Ryan Fife. Hey, you have a wonderful remainder of your Wednesday as well, my dude, and we will see you tonight, buddy. Thank you again. I repeat, we have a Pfeiffer down. Much love to you, brother. All right, folks, you know what we must do. Cool Rip says, are you going to be on Whatnot anytime soon? I am not. So, Cool Rip, I apologize, my friend. You might not have heard the news. We officially made the switch to eBay Live. So we will no longer be going live on Whatnot, at least for a while, for the foreseeable future. Let me give you a little tutorial here, folks. If you go to my TikTok profile, let me show you something. So if you go to my TikTok profile, okay, see right under the Twitch address, you're going to see a link tree, right? Tap the link tree. It's going to pop you up a menu. You want to follow the link tree. For me, it is the first link. For you, it might be a different one. But whatever link it is, you want to follow the link tree. And the very first button right there. We do need to change the date on that. But our next eBay show will be Saturday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you smack that little button right there, it'll take you right there so you can follow. Thank you so much for asking, Cool Rip. I appreciate that, buddy. We have an absolute blast over there on eBay Live. I must say, we have had a night and day type of experience between Whatnot and eBay Live. So I don't want to throw any shade at Whatnot, right? However, from the customer experience, like we had one account manager with Whatnot. I could hardly get through to him. It was not fun. We had a lot of issues with Whatnot. A lot of you know, we have a professional setup here, okay, with microphone and cameras and all that good stuff. There was 3 separate times that we could not get my computer to connect to Whatnot, so I had to run my whole Whatnot show off of my phone. Do you know how frustrating that is when you have a setup like this and you have to run Whatnot off your phone? Ooh. I am not an easy man to frustrate, but that frustrated me just a little bit. So with eBay, we have had literally 0 connection issues. 0. And we have several account managers over there at eBay, and they take wonderful care of us. We have meetings every week. It is a awesome experience. So I cannot say enough good about eBay Live. And Arturo Coto, mi hermano, smacking that resub button for the 32nd month.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
I cannot thank you enough. Muchísimas gracias, hermano. Que bueno verte esta mañana, sir. How is my favorite ghost cards doing this morning, Arturo Coto? Thank you again, Cool Rip. And Dan Bailey says, are you listening to Glory Hammer? That is a great question, my friend. I don't think so. This is called Neon Summers, my man. And Victor Lopez says, you can also get to eBay from the Play Store, and I get you there also. That's awesome, Victor Lopez. Thank you, buddy. Beautiful. And Cool Rip, we will see you over there on eBay Live, my brother. Making my morning see you this morning, my man. Happy hump day. All right, legends. Less talky, more rippy. Let's randomize, shall we? One more shout out to Rachel for snagging us this handy dandy little dice tray. And it is lucky number 6. I think that's exactly the same thing we rolled earlier. 2 and 4. 6 it is. The second 2 and 4 6 of the morning. I think that's a good omen. All right, my dear friends, let me load in some baseball teams here real quick. We have football left over from the first break of the day. And folks, this might just be our last family rip of this wonderful Wednesday morning. but we have been here for 2 hours of quality family time. Alan White. So what I would like to do, like we did last night, my brother, is we're going to put in all the teams, and then right after that, right before we bust into the boxes, we'll go ahead and knock out that moose race. But I want to get this locked in first, if that's okay, my brother. But thank you for the reminder, Alan White. All right, legends, let me load in some teams here real quick, like. Beautiful. Oh, you know it, Mr. Peaks. Little cheeky moose race. And legends over here on TikTok, a lot of you know that we are live on 5 separate platforms almost every single show. Unfortunately, there is one platform that cannot see the moose race, and that is TikTok. So if you want to quickly make the switch to Twitch or YouTube or Kick or Facebook, you have just a couple of seconds to do so while we lock in some teams here. So you actually have a couple of minutes to do so. All right, folks, 6 times. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams right meow. There you go. My TikTokers, I appreciate you bearing with us for just a couple of minutes. I know it is not the most entertaining thing staring at a break sheet. Angelo Oshawada. Good morning, Mr. Sportify. Great to see you, my dude. Yeah, no flying cards yet, Victor Lopez. Keyword yet. Mr. Peaks says 1 through 5 are all available. So Blue Jays, Rockies, Orioles, Giants, and Guardians. If anybody wants any of those teams, let Mr. Peaks know. What's up there, JC? The Witch Doctor, welcome back, my dude. Do I look like a cat to you, boy? Do you see me hopping around on Nimbly Bimbly from tree to tree? Do you see me drinking milk from a saucer? Do you see me eating mice? Hey, meow. Good to see you, buddy. Mr. James Reinhart, the chef, says lucky number 17, 24, and 27. Gotcha, brother. Mr. Victor Lopez. That would be Mr. Mikey Baith, who has our Seattle Mariners on that one, my man. And Mr. Justin Rasmussen, my brother from another mother, it is damn good to see you this happy hump morning. And thank you so much for smacking that resub button for the 20th month. So, folks, a couple of resubs just came through. One for 36 months. Arturo, you have been here for 36 months, brother. That is absolutely incredible, and I literally cannot thank you enough. And Mr. Justin Rasmussen, 20 months. Absolutely incredible, gentlemen. Blowing my mind over here. For somebody that never thought they would have 1 follower or 1 subscriber, it is truly amazing what we have built here, my dear friends, over these last 5 years. And keep in mind, folks, this is still just the beginning. We still have a long way to go. So if you are new here to the family, folks, you are here at just the right time. All right, my dear friends, it does not look like we have any trading happening over here in the chat on Twitch. I'm going to give you another 10 to 15 seconds, and I'm going to flip this little bad boy back around and get him locked in. Good morning, Mr. Kerrigan. Cheers, buddy. Mr. Rasmussen, I hope you had a wonderful Halloween there, brother. All right, legends. Let's do it. Thank you for bearing with me for just a couple of minutes here while we get these locked in. And we start off with Mr. Peaks, taking Blue Jays, Rockies, Orioles. And 4 and 5 is the Gigantes and Guardians. And Mr. Mikey Baith, number 6 and 7, the Brew Crew and the Twinkies. Kirk Woa, my favorite former fellow Washingtonian, taking the fight in Phillies. Mikey Baith, 9 and 10, Diamondbacks and Seattle Mariners. You lucky ducky. The Todd Father, Mr. O'Hara. Somebody bang a trash can for those Houston Astros. Chris Barrientos, second break magic, my man, taking down the Padres. Number 13 for Chris, the Pirates. Looking for some skeins. Mr. Mikey Baith, 14 and 15, the Tigers and the Marlins. And we are halfway there, folks. Shout out to John Bon Jovi. Mr. Chris Barrientos, WKRP and the Cincinnati Reds. Kirk Woa, number 17, those dastardly Trolley Dodgers, the world champs. Chris Barrientos, 18, 19, 20. Rangers, Cubs, and Cardinals. Good morning, Brandon Franz, also known as Johnny Utah, my eBay brother. You just missed it there, Brandon. I was singing the praises of eBay, my man, because we have had such a wonderful experience thus far. Chris Barrientos, spot number 20, the Cardinals. Shout out to Jeffro and our St. Lunatics. Dennis, Mr. Legacy, taking spot number 21, the White Sox. Thank you, Dennis. Mr. Barrientos, 22 and 23, Mets and Tampa Bay Rays. The Todd Father, Mr. O'Hara, taking the Yankees in spot number 24. Kirk Woa, Red Sox in number 25. Mikey Baith, 26 and 27. That would be the Royals and the Angels. Shout out to Mr. Alan White and his Kansas City Royals. Dennis, number 28, the Athletics. Looking for some Nick Kurtz. Mikey Baith, number 29, the Atlanta Braves. And last but definitely not least, the Nationals in spot number 30. If you would do me a solid there, my friends, and take a gander at that list, may I please have a hell yeah in the chat if it looks good? Absolutely right, Brandon Franz. And we are gearing up for our 4th eBay show on Saturday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And folks, we have some serious juice to auction off on Saturday night. So if you can, I would highly recommend that you save our show for Saturday night, folks. One of the cool things about eBay Live is you can go ahead and save our show, and then you will get a push notification when we go live. That is the pro tip. Thank you so much, Mr. Baith. Oh, and Mikey says, if a Julio auto gets lucky, you can keep it for yourself. Oh, that is very kind of you, Mikey Baith. Thank you, brother. Never necessary, but always appreciated, my good man. We actually found your brother, Mr. Baith. We were ripping into some 1990 Donruss, and we actually organically found your brother's card. That was pretty sweet. That would be awesome. Chef James Reinhardt, thank you for the positivity, buddy. All right, legends, I am P. Shell Cards. Welcome back, my good man. Another OG of the family. You and I both, Mr. Baith. Okie dokie, folkies. Let's get into our second and possibly final break of this wonderful Wednesday morning. Good luck. And folks, we are getting closer and closer on that 7 hobby box break as well. Hoping to bust into that one maybe tonight. If we fill that throughout the day tonight, we will absolutely bust into all 7 of those boxes on a happy hump evening. Little stowaway. Empty box there, folks. Number 1. Thank you so much, Johnny Utah. Empty box. Oh, and by the way, folks, that 7 hobby box break that is up there, 25 autographs and brand new products. And you know what? I just thought about it, folks. I have to go back on literally what I just said. I am so sorry. We just got news about 20 minutes ago that the leaf boxes that are in that break will actually not be here until tomorrow evening. They're delayed by 24 hours. So even if we did fill that break, folks, we would not be able to break it until tomorrow night. So I apologize. Please take your time on that. I'm so sorry, folks. I always wish to be the utmost of transparent with you, and that's what's going on with that one. So we actually got in that break, folks, there is brand new 2025 Leaf Vivid Baseball and a 2025 Leaf Vivid Baseball Jumbo box. That is our very first Leaf Jumbo Vivid box. We have had many Leaf Jumbo boxes, but never a Leaf Jumbo Vivid box. Kind of fun. Alrighty. Good luck, folks. 2025 Bowman Chrome. Let's see if we can't find something juicy. As you all saw, I went ahead and took care of that pack number 4 ectomy. I could not agree more, Mr. Peaks. He says that 7 box is dangerous. Oh, yes, it is, my man. Cannot hardly wait to see what 25 autographs we pull out of that one. Leaf Vivid is typically a wonderful product. Very excited to see the brand new iteration of that. It is a brand new product. And I think the Jumbo box might have like 10 autographs in it. Okie dokie. Round number 1. Starting off with a spectacular Sandiagan. Old Jackson Merrill. Good morning, Jay. Welcome back, my man. And somebody hit you with a free 1-month subscription there, Jay. Officially welcome to the family, brother. Speaking of eBay Live, one of our legends that followed us over here from eBay Live, it is wonderful to see you this morning, bro. Blatty. Will Taylor on a mega box refractor for the Pirates. Mr. Fountain. Devin Fitzgerald. Christian Campbell for the Bo Sox. Shout out to the Super Stroopers. And old Timbo T. Wood and our other marvelous massholes. Angel Martinez. Mydroth. Arjun Nimala. Cricket star turned baseballer. J.J. Weatherholt, that is one of your chases for the St. Lunatics. Ramirez. Luis Pena on a mega box refractor for Milwaukee, as Alice Cooper would say. There's T.O. Smitty. Yay, yay. Your ears must have been burning earlier this morning there, Uncle Smitty. How about the moistest of the moist, Ballesteros, on a red rookie for the Cubbies? Not too shabby. And that goes to Chris Barrientos. Second break magic there for you, brother. Mr. Alan White, if you're taking off back to work, my good man, have a wonderful Wednesday. And we'll see you back here tonight, Alan. Much love, my brother. Thank you so much for donating the Seahawks to me, my man. I truly appreciate it. Heinz Brito. Harold Rivas. And good morning, Jason Weddle. We have one legend exiting, one legend entering. Good morning, brother. Moises of the Moist, Ballesteros. Mr. Barrientos, got him twice. Corey Seager. Matty Chapman, channeling his inner Todd Van Poppel. Dijon Macaris. Henry Martinez. Sean Burke. DJ Layton on the Mega Box Refractor. Shane Smith on a red rookie for the White Sox. And that one goes to Dennis. Mr. Legacy. There you go, brother. Beautiful. Ethan Salas for San Diego. David Sandlin. Dylan Dingler. Little double D. Will Warren. Back-to-back alliteration. CJ Abrams. Steven Marinez. Kevin DeFrank. Mason Wynn. Julio Rodriguez. My PC for the Seattle Mariners. Beautiful. There you go, Mr. Baith. Hayden Powell on the Mega Box Refractor. Somebody bang a trash can for the Astros. Moises Marchand. Royelny Strop. Wheeler. Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the Trolley Dodgers. Going to Kirk Woa. Walker Buehler. Manny Cedeno. And Andrew Salas. I believe that is your chase for the Miami Marlins on a first Bowman. Not too shabby on the base packs there, folks. That is correct. So Ship City J, that is our buddy Ryan Bruns, also known as Mr. Funnel Jackson. Love that fella. I'm going to sleeve up both these red rookies for you, and then we will get into our pack number 4s. Uncle Smitty, how goes the morning, hermano? All right, before we get into our Mojo packs, these are your pack number 4s. Buena suerte, my friends. Good luck. Roger that, Uncle Smitty. My oil man. I'm an oil man. I hope somebody gets that extremely obscure reference. Busy AF in the fields. Well, if there is any human being that can handle it, my brother, it is you. All right, we start off with a $678 million man, Juan Soto. Jackson Chourio, your World Series MVP with his annoyingly perfect teeth, Mr. Freddie Freeman. Kevin Alvarez, first Bowman. Nieves Azaguirre. Corbin Burnson, Kyle Tucker, Salvi, Zach Cole, and Johnny Severino, finishing us off for the Pirates. All right, my dear friends. Gracias, Tio Smitty, tu sabes way. So as Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko would say, the tire track cards, some Mojo refractors. Good luck, everybody. And thank you so much for helping us get this little bad boy filled this morning. We will have more breaks up throughout the day. And I am very excited to rip into that basketball break because I think we're getting close on that one too. All right, starting out little Mookie. Severino, so nice. You got him twice for the Pirates. There you go, Senor Barrientos. Corbin Carroll, your 2023 Rookie of the Year for the Diamondbacks. That goes to Mikey Baith. Jose Ramirez on an Aqua Mojo Refractor to $2.99 for the Cleveland Guardians going to Mr. Peaks. There you go, buddy. I am so glad nobody traded you that team. Or nobody traded that team from you. Happy that worked out. Junior Caminero, your home run derby runner-up. Little Freddie Freeman. Diego Tornes. Cam Smith for the Astros. Somebody bang a trash can. That goes to the Todd father, Mr. O'Hara. Steven Marinez for the Pinstripes. And Cam Schlittler. That is back-to-back Yankees. And that goes to the Todd father again. That is triple Todd O'Hara. Nicely done, Todd father. Beautiful pack for you there, my man. Sleeving up the Jose Ramirez.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, my friends. Good luck. Welcome back there, Beecher Goer. Thank you, Mr. Peaks. Have I told you all lately that I love you? Because gosh dang it, I do. I think it is illegal how much fun we have here on a daily basis. I feel sorry for the people that aren't here. All right. Oh.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
How about an absolutely beautiful Shohei Ohtani-san? Very nice for the Trolley Dodgers going to Kirk Woa. Chris Rodriguez, the chase for the Motor City Kitties. Vladdy for the talented Toronto Blue Jays. And there it is, folks, for Todd O'Hara. How about a Mojo Refractor autograph for the Yankees? And that is an on-card autograph. Congratulations there, Todd Father. Aw, thank you to my Spoken Night brother. Great to see you this morning, Terry. How are you, my man? Just in time to see us pulling a sweet, sweet little autograph. Congratulations to the Todd Father. Nice. We have definitely seen worse autographs, haven't we? All right, finishing strong, my dear friends. A dollop of Dollander. Carson Williams for the Rays. Chase Meidroth for the White Sox. Jose Anderson, first Bowman for Milwaukee. Cam Smith, another Mojo Refractor rookie for the Astros. Another one for Todd O'Hara. And Kevin Alvarez. Folks, both of the Mojo Refractor packs ended with duplicate cards for Todd O'Hara. Amazing. I think this morning is your morning there, Todd O'Hara. Beautiful. All right, legends. That is the second break of this wonderful Wednesday morning. Congratulations to the crazy Clevelanders. That goes to Mr. Peaks, also known as Matt King, our brother from Down Under. And then Steven Marinez on the Mojo Refractor autograph for Todd O'Hara. Congratulations again, Todd. And of course, those red rookies going to Chris Barrientos on the Moistest of the Moist Ballesteros, and Shane Smith for the White Sox going to Dennis, Mr. Legacy. Not too shabby. I agree there, Mr. Peaks. Allow me just a moment for a spot of housekeeping, folks. And a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. All right, legends. I am going to refresh that shop for possibly the last time on this wonderful Wednesday morning. Myself and Mrs. Junkwax have a very, very busy Wednesday. And it is a grateful kind of busy, my dear friends. Thank you as always. Good morning, Sean McGarrigle, my Canadian cousin. How you doing there, buddy? Shout out to my favorite Rick Rolled. All right, legends. It does look like we are current up there in the shop. So, we do have a brand new outro jingle this morning to go along with the brand new intro jingle. Or excuse me, I'm making an intro jingle, but I was not able to get that up there this morning. We will have a new Wednesday jingle next Wednesday, but we do have a new outro jingle. Mr. Peaks, we need to do that moose race right now, my good man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's knock it out. If you would allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail here, folks, I need to pull a list. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Now, my TikTokers, if you want to make the switch to Twitch or YouTube or Facebook or Kick, you definitely have options. Unfortunately, the moose race cannot be broadcasted on TikTok. At this time, anyway. I'm working on it. Okie dokie. So in this race, my dear friends, we have Mr. Peaks, Mr. Alan White. Whole lot of Alan White, thank you so much. The legend himself. Mr. Ryan Bruins, Mr. Funnel Jackson. Whole lot of Funnel Jackson in there as well. Thank you, Ryan. And then the Slim Yeti finishing us off. Little first moose race for the Slim Yeti. 30 seconds on the clock, my dear friends. That's a whole lot of moose. Hope you're having a wonderful morning there, Mr. McGarrigle. All right, my folks over here on TikTok, I do apologize. You will not be able to see this moose race, but I'll give you the play-by-play. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Oh, actually, you know what? Give me just a moment. Get those boxes up there. There we go. All right, legends. Good luck. We have Mr. Alan White on the front side, Slim on the back side. Looks like Ryan Bruns, Mr. Funnel Jackson taking the whole shot. But quickly, here comes Mr. Alan White. It is all Ryan Bruns in the number 1 spot, Alan White in the number 2 spot on the bubble with 11 seconds to go. But up comes Mr. Alan White like a moose on that Colombian marching powder. It's going to be a photo finish, folks. And it is Mr. Alan White.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Congratulations to Mr. Alan White, who just took the win. Ryan Bruns, would you do me a solid, my brother? Because you got number 2, would you choose a number between 1 and 10 if you are here, Ryan Bruns? I have a feeling we might have lost both of those gentlemen this morning. Allow me just a moment, folks. I'm going to shoot Mr. Alan White a little message. We'll see if we can get an answer from Alan. I saw that, Chef James Reinhart. Oh, Jeffro, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Mr. Tid, I see you just hit us with a follow over there. Thank you, brother. On the sales page. And Alan White did just read that message, so I think he's going to let me know what number here in just a moment. And Ryan Bruns, thank you so much for number 2. I appreciate you, Ryan. Thank you, brother. All righty. And Alan White chose box number 1. So Ryan Bruns chose card number 2. This is card number 1, Rintaro Sasaki. And Rintaro Sasaki on the 2024 Panini Prospect Edition. That is your card, Mr. Ryan Bruns. Thank you, brother. Allow me just a moment, please, to put your name on that little bad boy. All right, then Alan White chose box number 1. And Mr. Tid, I know that is my brother. Great to see you over here, Jay. Thank you again, my good man. Oops, somebody's at my door.
At the front door.
All right, legends. Mr. Alan White chose box number 1. Let's see what we pull for the legend. He also won last night. Ooh, lucky ducky. How about 2025 Topps Now? PSA 10. Otani, Yamamoto, and Roki Sasaki on that Tokyo series. Very, very cool there, Alan White. Congratulations, my brother. Always happy when we find a PSA 10 that says Otani on it. Oh, yes way, Mr. Peaks. Isn't that cool? Beautiful. Congratulations again to Mr. Alan White. His second win in less than 24 hours. I could not agree more, Mr. Peaks. So as you heard me say, because we have had more hype trains and they're typically getting to a little bit of a higher level, I want to match that. So I have seriously elevated the quality of the cards that are in those boxes. Wait till you see the other ones that are in there, my man. So they're both beautiful slabs that we have pulled in the last 24 hours, but if I'm being really transparent, they're probably one of the smaller ones compared to everything else in those boxes. So I am indescribably excited to see who pulls the next one. Why, thank you, Nurse Tony. Thank you so much, Jeffro. Let me put Mr. Alan White's name on this one. And then, my dear friends, we have a brand new little outro jingle. I'm going to snap a photo of that for Mr. Alan White. Bingo. Beautiful. All right. Good to go. All right, my dear friends, my family. Chris the Scott, thank you so much for smacking that follow button. W says, what are those under on the website? So we do not sell those, W. Those are giveaway only. Those are for Hype Train giveaways, and we have Hype Trains over here on Twitch. So if you ever want to make the switch to Twitch, my friend, all you have to do is donate to that Hype Train. Whenever anybody donates to the Hype Train, it automatically puts you on a list for the Moose Race. That's how we do it. Oh, thank you, W. I appreciate that, my man. It is good to see you again. Happy Wednesday, brother. Mr. Rashid, Mr. Ward, I hope you're having a wonderful morning over there, my man, driving. Hope you're driving safe there, buddy. Thank you again for the positivity there, Mr. Peaks. All right, legends. As always, let's bring it back down just a little bit. As always, my dear friends, on this absolutely wonderful Wednesday, please go out there and be good to yourselves. Please go out there and be good to those people around you. And at the end of the day, as always, please try to maintain that attitude of gratitude, my dear friends. And always remember, your attitude is what determines your altitude in this entire life. Write that down. Enjoy your brand new outro jingle today, my dear friends. Mr. Dennis, I appreciate the kind words, my brother. Thank you for being here with us, my man. And Dennis, by the way, brother, it did not go unnoticed that you were the very first one in the chat here this morning, my brother. Thank you, Dennis. And Ship City J says, have a great day, Dalen. I wish we could clone you TB12 style. I love it so much, my man. Beautiful callback there, my brother. We were actually talking about that a little earlier in the show. So my folks over here on TikTok, we made it up to 52,000 likes this morning. That is a ridiculous number of screen taps. Thank you so much for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Mr. Hawkins, Victor Lopez, the W, Mr. Turnbaugh, Big Worm, Eddie, Mr. Lucas, Kev, Soda, Chris, Mike Green, and Mr. Knowlton. Thank you for hanging in this morning, my friends. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. As always, we will have some brand new stuff up there at junkwaxvintage.com throughout the day. If you want to keep your eyes peeled to the website, I do not think you will be upset. And we will be back here tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. W says, always good, man. I love the positivity. He says, I never met anyone nicer on here. Aw, brother. I do my damnedest, buddy. I appreciate you saying that, my man. Thank you. Enjoy that brand new outro jingle, my dear friends. And thank you so much for the beautiful TikTok gifts. Shout out to Angelo, Oilfield, Mike, The Blue Shift, Meanie, Brad Greeny, Bryant, Chris O'Doyle, Mr. Peaks, and Oeasy. Big hugs And firm handshakes to each and every one of you, my dear friends. I am confident you will make it a wonderful Wednesday. And I am very excited for you to hear that brand new outro jingle. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around, much love and respect. Make it a wonderful Wednesday, my friends. And we will see you back here in just a little bit. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Smoochies. I'm such a dork. Love you all so much. Enjoy that brand new outro jingle. And Kobe Luna, buenos dias, my man. Perfecto tiempo, way. All right, let's go. Some baby making music.
The packs are all ripped in, the legends are smiling. Another wonderful Wednesday, man, time's flying.
That's right.
And Dalen's luscious locks caught that Harvey light. And Mrs. Junkwax kept those pulls wrapped tight. We laughed, we cheered, we pulled some heat with spicy water flowing and good vibes on repeat. Camaraderie runs deep, you can feel it in the song. That JWV family just keeps rolling on. From vintage wax to the modern glow, we build memories only legends know. Every chat, every pull, every card we sleep, it's the love of the hobby. That's what we believe.
Absolutely.
So raise one up, let that spicy water shine, shine. For the laughter, the laughter, the good time life. From the break room lights to the friendship flame, we're grateful for you. You make this game wonderful Wednesday mornings too. But tonight's got something special too. So come on back, 8 p.m. Central Sharp, for more packs to rip and fire to spark. Yeah. So tonight, keep the hobby strong, stay jamming kind, where you belong. From Dalen's and locks to the family bone. We'll see you soon at JunkWaxVintage.com.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah.
Oh my.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come on, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh, my God. I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo.
I got that Ric Flair.
Woo.
I got that Ric Flair.
Come on, Craig.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. There you go, legends. Thank you so much for hanging in here to the very, very end. You incredible human beings. You already know this entire wonderful Wednesday morning from start to finish absolutely deserves.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
There you go, my dear friends.
Emotional damage.
Victor Lopez, you could not be more correct, my man. It is time for me to rip into a couple of delicious Red's breakfast burritos. It is wonderful to see you this morning, Dutchie. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday morning, my good man. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, brother. I know you will make it a wonderful Wednesday. I see you there, Mr. Peaks, also known as Terry. My man. I am so sorry that happened. That is a bummer. Ms. Kefton, good morning, Stephanie. Catching us on our way out this morning, homie. I hope you make it a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you again for an absolutely wonderful morning, folks. And we are going to take this energy back into tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Same junk time, same junk channel. We get to do it all over again. So thank you again for another wonderful morning, and we'll see you in just a little bit.